Welcome in, have a seat. Kick back and relax, cause it's that time of the week. How's your day? Was it great? Well, it'll get better with Otalku Cafe. Nostalgia, let the memories bloom. All these stories in my head are gonna make me go boom. Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah! Yeah! Kick back and relax, turn the volume to the max, bob your head until you're dead. Yeah!
Konbanwa, friends, and welcome to the Otaku Cafe, where we're going to talk about actual show reviews, more like Horse Recoil, Dragon Ball shenanigans, awards from other companies, and then more bullshit. Mostly the bullshit.
Not really.
Well, we got Spider-Man. We got the Spider-Man dance. We're going to talk about that with the dear one later. So I am Matt, your CEO, your head chef. And to join me, my co-CEO, my bartender, Ethan. How you doing?
I've had better days, better weeks, but I'm kicking, brother. Good to be back with you. I'm glad we have this show that I can rely on this whenever fucking I want to just punch something in the throat. You know?
Whenever shit hits the fan.
Whenever shit hits the fan, we can always rely on each other, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's, I think, the greatest solace, I think, of our tenure, of our 3+ year tenure is like, yeah, the podcast is fun. We get to talk about anime. We have our little listeners, but spending time with you, buddy, makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, that's the important thing. And yeah, we missed my birthday because that was on a Thursday.
Yes, happy belated, buddy.
Yeah, happy belated. Thank you.
How old are you? 50 now?
I'm 50. Yeah, I'm 50. I'm 34.
You may feel like 50 the way you're walking and the way you're stressing about shit.
Yeah. All the injuries and all that shit. Yeah, I'm halfway through my life, probably. Maybe earlier. We'll see.
Maybe. I tell you what, though, you got a really fucking awesome gift from Bash. That fucking gift.
Oh yeah, I got one.
Phenomenal gifts.
I got the autographed Bret Hart with me.
Oh, you got autographed Bret Hart thing too?
Yeah, it came with the rum.
Oh shit! How about that?
Yeah, so it's right by my desk.
You don't have like other wrestling memorabilia?
Like I really don't collect autographs much.
Really? You don't have like 8x10s or posters and shit?
I had a couple, but I lost them in the move.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I had Tio Santana, I had Tanahashi, I had Okada.
Oh god. Really?
Yeah.
So there's somewhere that you haven't found, or you just straight left them?
They're probably long gone, destroyed somewhere.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, I care more about taking pictures with them than
I care more. I feel like I care more about the 8x10s too. I don't know. The 6 1/2 does the other, whatever tickles your fancy.
Like, if it's someone I really, really, really care about, sure.
I just feel like, because if you ever go to my house, and I've shown you guys plenty of times, I have an entire wrestling wall, right? And for those who have never been to my house, and more than likely 99% of you will never come to my house, but in any case, throughout my entire house, I have various posters and things of that nature from all the various events that I've go to. I've been to, I don't know, like 9 UFCs, 7 boxing events, a fuck ton of wrestling events, and I have enough wrestling memorabilia in terms of posters and ticket stubs and things of that nature. I have an entire wall in my living room dedicated to wrestling stuff, and then throughout the rest of the house are the various posters of events I've been to, signed posters or regular posters that have ticket stubs and things of that nature. So the last one that I went to that I have to buy a frame for, and I have no idea where I'm going to put, is the Jake Paul fight that I went to on Saturday on a whim, just because it was in Tampa, and I was like, I got nothing really planned, so let's just go to Trump country and watch Jake Paul fucking beat Mike Perry, unfortunately.
There you go.
So
But I love my gift. I love my Bret Hart stuff.
it was a phenomenal gift.
Yeah,
Seeing you
especially-
emotional made me emotional. That was
Oh
that
yeah,
was
oh yeah. I know. I was super emotional.
Oh, dude, I know. I would be too.
But I love it.
I would be too. And happy, well, not happy, I should say, but I guess you could say happy memorial 1 year to your deceased mother. May she continue to rest in peace.
Yeah, no, I miss her. So we're
I
good.
know.
It wasn't as bad the whole morning thing because I think the video helped.
Sure.
Because I got the crying out of my system.
Yeah, I get it.
So like that helped. Like I wasn't like I was sad, but I wasn't like I was like breaking down anything. I just took edibles, had a couple of drinks, and
I just got
reminisced our bed and called it.
I got inebriated, so I forgot about my pain.
Yeah, got a little high, got a little drunk, ate good food, and talked about mom a bit, and went to bed.
That sounds like a pretty
That was
successful.
all I needed.
There you go, buddy.
But yeah, like I said, we have some awards to reveal from other people, and then we have the Dragon Ball situation.
Yeah, I just read about that. I was like,
oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna read
"Whoa."
on the air for people, but a couple reveals. Let me see where we were. So that's 16. So Miru, Past to My Future is premiering in spring 2025. It's like it's another sci-fi esque. There is a synopsis.
Okay.
In the distant future, humans create a robot named Miru capable of traveling through time, visiting various areas, places, and even parallel worlds. Unlike some robots, Miru isn't equipped with weapons. Instead, it helps people overcome immense obstacles peacefully, encourage new beginnings without violence. Miru continuously evolves by interacting with people, learning and growing to assist those struggling to survive. It listens to their problems and offers support. By helping others, Miru sets off a butterfly effect of dramatic change, guiding society towards a brighter future. So that is the premise of that. I probably
it's an animatronic shrink.
It looks like a Gundam, but yes.
It looks like a Gundam and it acts as a shrink.
Yes. And it's an original, not an adaptation. All right.
Put that in the maybe pile.
Yeah, so I'm going to wait for like a teaser or some shit.
Sure.
Let's see. The Okinawan Girl I Love Has an Unbearable Dialect is premiering in winter 2025. A new Hell Teacher Nube project announced for 2025. What else? No, not you. Rock is a ladies' modesty, gets a TV anime in 2025. So another Rock type anime.
Is it like Bochi, The Rock?
Doesn't look like it's anything anxiety related or.
Is it The Rock telling somebody? And I told them to make this anime about me.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. the Rock would do that.
He would do that.
And he'll go, this is my original idea.
I'm very surprised The Rock or somebody in WWE hasn't done that. Like, oh, Kenny and Okada got their own spots on anime. Why can't I have an anime? I demand an anime. And WWE makes a Scooby-Doo-esque anime instead. I'm surprised. Yeah, you would think, like, okay, make a fucking anime thing out of it. Could do that in theory.
Yeah, they could. I Have a Crush at Work is getting an anime.
Yes, I saw that. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be an anime.
There's no release date yet, but and the other last piece of news before the Dragon Ball thing is Lycoris Recoil is getting a 6-episode short series, basically slice of life involving the girls at the cafe.
Wonder how much ecchi or Yuri there will be.
Quite. I'm gonna say half of them. Half of
the episodes are going to contain ecchi and Yuri.
Or Yuribe, yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
All right.
But all right, now let's talk about this. A battle over the rights to Dragon Ball begins the following passing of Akira Toriyama. 2016, Shueisha and Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama developed the Dragon Ball Room, the department to be in charge of all Dragon Ball affairs. The V-Job editor, Akio Iyuko, Tu was chosen to be the head of this department. Iyuku has a decades-long relationship with Akira Toriyama, and as such, he was Toriyama's right-hand man at Shueisha.
Mm-hmm.
His possessive attitude towards Toriyama properties began causing eternal strife in the Dragon Ball room offices. Things came to a head when Iyuku greenlit a Sandland movie adaptation in 2022 without running it through any superiors.
Mm.
It's rumored he was going to be moved to a different department over this. At this point, Iyuku resigns from his position at Shueisha as head of Dragon Ball Room, and in September 2023, he started his own company called the Castle Corp Tokyo. Castle Corp Tokyo was given the rights to Dragon Ball video games and anime, while Shueisha retained the rights to the manga. This move was never fully sorted out before Toriyama passed away in March 2024. Companies such as Bandai, who produce Dragon Ball's insanely lucrative video games, are left confused as to who to consult regarding the creative decisions.
Mm.
It is said that business meetings are vaguely set up through emails where all relevant parties are invited because neither company wants to address each other by name. The Toriyama family will have to decide whether Shueisha or Castle Corp will take the creative lead moving forward and how both companies will cooperate for the good of the franchise.
Mm.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, a lot of it.
Like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
So I don't know where they're gonna go, basically.
Yeah, I'm confused in terms of all that. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a really sad, but what is it? Fuck, what is it? That situation where, like, like, I want this. Well, I want this. Well, I use this. Well, they were supposed to go to me. All that type of shit.
It's like, who do I answer to? So basically, the Toriyama family has to decide who gets it. Either Castle Corp or the Dragon Ball Room.
No one. Fuck Toei.
They could do that. They could very well do that. Fuck.
Imagine, how much do you think the franchise would be worth if they said, no, we're going to put the entire everything, all of it up for, like, bidding? How much do you think they could make?
Oh, shit ton of money. They can make a lot of money.
A fuck ton of mother. Imagine, though, like, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, they could go, none of you get it.
Yeah.
What's stopping them?
That would be fucking incredible. This glare, and it's bothering me. Okay, I think the glare is the okay. So glare is nothing from the see, but you see what I mean? Like, it's
a little bit.
It's peculiar. I'm gonna venture and say it's the light here that's coming from the window, but
right.
Apologize for my glared screen. Anyway, no, yeah, I mean, dude, they can make seriously a fuck ton of money, but I think the family probably respects. I think that's what it's gonna boil down. I think that's what it's gonna boil down to, like how much the family respects the work of the potential artists. And I feel like in that instance, I feel the more proven entity is going to be the one that ends up basically winning the lion's share of the enterprise, I would say.
Right.
Especially given the downward turn in the mindset toward Akiyama's right-hand man. I think that may play a factor as well. Or it could be the opposite if you want to play devil's advocate, where he has been so close to Akiyama in totality. He's got a leg up in terms of being able to most closely represent Toriyama's wishes in terms of how he would have probably proceeded with the franchise and things of that nature. Like, but we don't know all the intricacies in terms of, like, what was it like being in the room? You talk about a right-hand man. Sure, you have a right-hand man and you guys can come to a consensus, but how much of that is bending and flexing in either direction? How much is vetoing come into play over the course of those decades of working together? So it becomes one of those things where, what if you find out, like, oh, Toriyama was the one that vetoed hundreds of decisions from Homeboy, and, like, they would have all just, like, tanked the fucking franchise, but then you entrust the franchise to him, like, that shit can go completely sideways too. So versus where you have the production company, you have Toei that ends up being, in essence, like a check and balances for things, because I'm sure, as we've seen throughout many of the anime and we've heard so many of the stories, the connections between the two parties, the mangaka and then the production companies or the serialization companies and then the animation companies, all of that, they all have to come to some uniformity and agree on a piece, because you have source material, you have a source foundation, and how much do you want to take away, how much do you want to accentuate? There's so many different variables, and so that's going to be super tricky for sure.
Well, yeah, we will update you all when we find out any more information on this matter. It's gonna be probably quite a while. And again, we have the Dragon Ball series coming out in fall too.
That's a question. Like, how is that being? Like, is that from Capsule Corp now? Or is that's got to be Toei still? No, Capsule Corp. They said it's just for movies and video games, or is it just video games?
Bandai has the video games.
Okay.
Again, Iuku was from Shueisha for the Dragon Ball room, but made his own thing with Capsule Corp. So it's going to be Capsule Corp or Shueisha that's going to have this. So we don't know where they stand, basically.
Indeed.
But yeah, we did our awards last week. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Now these awards were a lot different compared to us. So we're going to see. These are all voting based.
Oh God.
Which one you want first, Trending or Corner?
Which one is the more egregious of the two? Let's get that out the way.
All right, we'll do Corner. It's already up on my screen.
All right.
Best comedy, no surprise, Konosuba.
Okay, we got that one right.
Yep. Sci-fi, The Irregular at Magic High School Season 3.
Okay.
We didn't watch that, so.
We didn't watch it, so no opinion.
Best Slice of Life, Girls Band Cry.
Okay.
Adventure, Mushoku Tensei.
Okay.
Best Action, Windbreaker.
Okay.
Best Fantasy, Mushoku Tensei.
Okay.
Best Mystery or Suspense, Black Butler, The Public School Arc.
Starman is the only one that watched that?
I don't think, probably Chris.
Chris did?
Maybe. I'll assume he did. I don't think anyone did.
Mm-hmm.
Romance, The Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride. Best Animation, Demon Slayer.
Duh.
Best Drama, Mushoku Tensei. Best World Building, Mushoku Tensei.
Clearly, we see there's some Rudy stands in here.
Best Storytelling, Mushoku Tensei.
That you disagree with.
Yeah. Best Character Design, Windbreaker.
Okay.
So the Best Soundtrack, Windbreaker.
Okay.
Best Voice Cast, Windbreaker.
Okay.
Best Female Voice Actress, Aya Endo. Best Male Voice Actress, Nobunaga Shimazaki.
Doesn't tell you what they play. That would be helpful.
They do not list their accolades, and they're like someone I have not watched, so I really can't say.
Okay.
Best Couple, Kurumi and Shido from Data Live 5. Best Supporting Female, Kotoha Tachibana from Windbreaker. Best Supporting Male, Paul Greyrat. Best Girl, Kurumi Tokisaki from Data Live. Best Boy, Shido Itsuka from Data Live. Best Adaptation, Mushoku Tensei. Best Original, Girls Band Cry.
Okay.
Best Ending, Wherever the Fuck You Are. Looks like both OP and ED are Data Live. Best New Anime, Windbreaker. And Animated Season, Data Live 5. So very much high on the Data Live train.
And the Mushoku Tensei train.
Yep. Now for Trending, Best Supernatural, Data Live 5. Slice of Life, Laid Back
Data Light 5. I'm just kidding.
No, Laid Back Camp Season 3.
Okay.
Sci-Fi or Mecha, Kaiju number 8.
Oh.
Romance, Spice and Wolf. Mystery or psychological, Mysterious Disappearances.
It's mystery.
Yeah. Fantasy, Konosuba.
Okay.
Drama, Girls Band Cry.
Okay.
Comedy, Konosuba.
Duh.
Action or adventure, Kaiju number 8.
I read.
ED, Girls Band Cry.
Okay.
OP, Girls Band Cries.
Okay.
Supporting female, Tokisaki from Data Live.
Mm.
Supporting male, Diablo from Reincarnated as a Slime.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Couple, Lawrence and Holo from Spice and Wolf. Best female, Holo.
These are Starman's real awards, aren't they?
Best male, Kazuma. And the animes of the season, third place, Mushoku Tensei. Runner-up, Data Live 5. And fourth place, Girls Band Cry. Also winner of new anime of the season, because that's the one that's not a sequel. And actual anime of the season, Konosuba.
All right.
Lots of voting, a lot of people. So congrats to all those winners.
People exist, yes.
People exist. All 40,000, wherever the fuck you are.
Around the world.
And Chris said he didn't watch Black Butler. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have reviews. Who is first?
I think me, because I don't have much. Actually, in hindsight, let me bring up my document. I don't know how many do you have. I didn't even write down the amount that you have.
That are mine?
Yeah. All I have is DDD.
I have DDD. I have Elusive. I have Cheer for You. 2.5 Seduction.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. Mayonaka Punch. Are you watching Indivisible Twins?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Suicide Squad is me. And Emotionless Wife.
Yeah, you have way more than me. Way more than me, brother. I gotta put into this. I have it already. Okay. Yeah, I only got 3 on my own, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right. So let me start off. We'll start off with Reincarnated as a Slime. Another world building episode, literally. Basically, when it's all said and done, Rimuru, now that he's taken over more of his domain, there are many of the other races that basically want to meet with him and gain understanding of him, meet him for the first time, and raise any concerns they have of him and their territories. So we see basically 3 days worth of that, and the big piece of the episode is basically one of, I forget his name, but one of the not demon lords. What is Demon Lord? Yeah, it is Demon Lord. One of the Demon Lords is I guess his sons. There are 3 different sons. They randomly go and start attacking folks in the town, and they're just unruly by nature. And basically, Shion has to deal with them. So Shion asks and is granted permission to fight these 3 really big, brutish dudes by herself, and proceeds to kick all their asses in like 10 minutes. Or like less than that, like 5 minutes. Rimuru is just absolutely like dumbfounded. He's like, whoa, isn't she too powerful like now for her own good? And they're like, yeah, she's just been improving. He's like, oh, this is kind of sketch. Okay, this is kind of sketchy. But basically, we find out after he kicks their asses that the 3 sons of a demon lord, and the demon lord had basically told him to go train in his domain under him. And I laugh because Rimuru is like, oh, so you can't control your son, so you dump them onto me, you piece of shit. Okay. But then he's like, in hindsight, I guess it'd be a good thing to have him in my favor for taking him on for this favor. So he agrees, and Shion ends up being their Shisho, their new Shisho. And then the rest of the episode is just more in terms of, meeting and greeting with everybody. We see minotaurs, we see like these large horses. The dryads now are going to fall under Demon Lord Ramaris. We get a cameo from Milim, which is really funny and cute. And so, yeah, just a lot of world building, I'd say. Nothing too crazy from that piece. I guess the last piece of the episode is basically One of the people that meets Rimuru is the elves, and the elves mention like, we've been forced to move. Da da da. Rimuru offers them a new spot. They're happy, but the elf elder basically says like, hey, we've got folks that have left, which is uncommon because they couldn't stand the fighting. And normally they would return at minimum to visit, but they have yet to return. And then something triggers in Rimuru's mind from about a couple episodes back, where we hear that basically someone is basically stealing elves or abducting elves and like selling them into slavery. And so he tells Sohei, one of his confidants, I need you to look into this Viscount. And I forget the Viscount's name, but basically look into the Viscount. He has something to do with this. And Sohei says, Roger. And so basically they're going to end up rescuing whatever elves they can find from the Viscount and proceed probably kicking his whole ass and making sure he doesn't ever do shit like that again. So easy enough for the world building. Moving on. Days with My Stepsister is actually, no, I'm going to save that. That'll be the last one I use.
Yeah, after how you read about it. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not saving that.
Yeah, I'll save it for the last one. Senpai is an Otoko Noko. So basically, good episode, I'd say. The episode kicks off with basically what's his name? Makoto. Makoto's mom, right? So let me break this down actually a little bit further. Matt, as a member of the LGBTQ community yourself, right?
Yeah.
I feel like many of you guys have seen or know of somebody that has the dreaded like moments where they come home from wherever and you see the parents and they're in the dark room and they're full of shame and questions and anger when they notice something that's a bit amiss about their child in one way, shape, or form, right?
Right.
So we get that conversation, we get that meeting, and he opens the room, and the mom has basically the pink handkerchief that was given to him in episode 1 by Aoi, and she's like, "What's this? I thought you were over like girly stuff. Like, what is going on?" And she's just freaking out, crying. Again, remember, she's super homophobic, so she can't handle this whatsoever. And basically, Makoto kind of just plays it off and says, like, no, it's hers. But, he plays it off really well, eases his mother. But then something kind of breaks in him. And he's like, you know what? I can't continue being a girl or dressing like a girl because it's going to upset my mom. And one day he just flat out gives up. He just gives up being cross-dressing. He ends up being a normal boy. And he's getting more attention from school. The boys are talking to him like normal. The girls think he's hot. And everybody's like more accepting of him in his actual given sexual identity. But the one person who's not is Aoi. Aoi can sniff a mile away. Something's amiss, something went wrong, something's awry. Makoto's not being his true self. And Makoto continues to play it off, even asks Aoi to be his girlfriend. And Aoi's just like, no, fuck you. You're not being yourself. You're not being real. You like cute things. You basically saying like, you're trans. Be trans. And he's like, no, I'm done. That was a phase.
Otalku Cafe is still not trans.
I swear this is a trans anime.
It's not.
I feel it's a trans anime.
Otalku Cafe is a totally different term. Cross-dressing does not equal trans all the time.
I feel like if you're a cross-dresser, that's the next step, is being trans.
Not really. People in drag, they don't identify as that.
Do they? Drag. I feel like they all do.
No.
If you're in drag, like you're the old, that's one thing I also don't like. I don't like that overly, like it's so ugly. That's just my personal taste. It's like,
no, drag does not always equal trans. Like how straight people do drag for the performance, and gay people do drag.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. But in any case,
well, there's your education.
Basically, no, like you're not yourself, and so we skip ahead. And we get the formal dance, right? There's a formal dance at the beginning of the semester. And basically, Makoto dresses as a boy, all of that. And he has the handkerchief in his hand. He's going to give it to Aoi. But he stares at the handkerchief and he's like, this is so cute. I don't want to give it up, right? And then at the same time, this girl who's been basically kind of fawning over him ever since he like helped her as a boy. He mentions like, hey, I noticed you did something different with your hair. And she's like, oh, no, it's a wig. And the wig is what triggers him. The wig is like, no, I like wearing wigs. I like dressing as a girl. Basically steals this bitch's wig off of her head and goes to the bathroom and puts it on. while this is all happening and Makoto's having this like internal moment of realization that I like cross-dressing, and I don't want to give it up. Basically, he earlier in the episode, we see like this very dramatic thing where he's like, all right, I got to get rid of all my girl stuff. And he like turns over his locker that's full of girly things and breaks some figurines that he has that are girly and throws all of his girl clothes in a trash bag, including the like the beautiful, he bought some really nice pumps, threw that away. He had a nice fluffy dress he wore that he bought, ripped the dress, threw it away, ripped it, threw it away, and basically threw it all in a trash bag. And so then Aoi sees this and just starts running, and she can't catch up. She takes off her heels and she's still running. I swear, she ran through half the town to catch this trash bag. Eventually, Makoto comes out, has the wig on, and he's still in full suit. And he's like, where's Aoi? Aoi went to go grab your trash that you threw away. So she went down that away. And he runs down that away and eventually finds Aoi with his trash bag full of girly stuff in a on the beach, and basically apologizes to Aoi, tells Aoi like, hey, you know, like I really enjoy cute stuff. I enjoy being feminine. I enjoy cross-dressing. I'm sorry. Will you dance with me? And she's like, yeah, but he's got no dress. So Aoi takes her whole dress off. And at first, Makoto's like, no, put it away. I don't want to see you. No. But eventually, they end up both cross-dressing. Basically, Aoi puts on Makoto's suit, and he puts on Aoi's dress. He grabs the heels from the trash bag, puts on his heels, and they dance the night away under a beautiful sunlight to end the episode as the credits are rolling throughout the entire dance. To be frank, that felt like a finale, and it's only episode like 2 or 3.
3.
So it's episode 3. So it felt like a finale. I'm like, all right, well, where else are we gonna go from here? Is the mom gonna beat him for being cross-dressing or trans? Who knows?
Well, isn't like also like a poly relationship or like a with a guy and a girl?
It's not poly. It's basically, and it's, I guess I can mention that as part of the episode. His friend Ryuji likes him as a girl, sees him as a guy, and he's disappointed that he doesn't get girl Aoi because he's not he loves him as a best friend, legitimately. Like, that's my best friend. I just have a crush on him when he dresses as a girl. And like, basically he's disappointed that he's not going to see his crush dress as himself, but he still wants to be and still accepting and still his homie, and they're still cool. So basically, when he's a boy, there's really not much he feels. When he's dressed as a girl, though, he goes doki doki and he wants to find out what he's really about.
Right.
So there's that. And then finally, Days with My Stepsister. Universally ranked in the top 10, in the top 5, I believe, in both trending and corner. As of last week,
I'll check trending. I know it's like number 1 on corner.
It's number 1 on corner. I think it's number 4 or 5 on trending, if I recall your image correctly.
Well, you can talk about it while I find it. And it is number 5.
Consensus top 5 anime. Days with My Stepsister. Basically, it starts off where, and a lot of this show really is about trauma bonding and self-reflection. That's really a lot of what this boils down to. And so, Makoto, or not Makoto, I forget his fucking name now. He's not another Makoto. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find fucking Penis Wrinkle McGee's name. Stepsister. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Stepsister. Yuta, he's just contemplative over the words that Saki continuously says, right? And their dynamic is quite contentious, not in a bad way, but there's definitely romantic chemistry going on. But Yuta, he kind of like tries to deflect it. And so things really kick up one morning where they all have breakfast in the morning and his father goes to work, so it's just him and the girls. He asked the girls, like, hey, like, you know, do you mind sorting your laundry and putting it out so I can do the laundry? And of course, the girls, not having men touch their laundry, they're uncomfortable with that. And they say, like, don't worry about it. Do the opposite. You sort your laundry. We're going to do your laundry because we don't want you going through our stuff, right? Understandable, right? But it kind of throws him aback, and it starts Yuta thinking about, like, the whole principle of the male-female dynamic. There even comes a point, basically, where where what's her face, where Saki hang dries her underwear, her freshly washed underwear, and as Yuta's about to go and grab it, and like who does no Lord knows what with it, he basically gets caught out by Saki, and Saki's like, "Oh, you wanted to see my underwear, you wanted to play with my underwear, right?" And he's just like, he tries to deflect it, but there's still like again that sexual tension. But throughout this entire point, Saki's really, really thinking about like things from a really like deep level. It's not just superficial. She's really thinking about it from a deep level, and basically teases him for a little bit. Then basically Yuta goes to bed, and so then Saki goes and takes a shower. She puts on her best jewelry. She puts on some lingerie. She opens Yuta's door when it's just them two over, like staying for the night because both people are out. Both the parents are out. Turns off the light, climbs into his bed, and basically starts moving in to kiss him and like tempt him with her body. Like she wants the full on, like she's committed. She wants to fuck him right now, right? And but she asked the question because again, there's an overarching story involving her getting a job that pays well. Again, we don't specifically know exactly for what, but she wants to get a job that pays well. And there was the rumor that she sells her body. She doesn't do that. And of course, Yuta would not be interested in that. But Yuta basically stops her dead in her tracks and says, "Stop. You're being the type of girl that I hate, that uses her body to get stuff that she wants." And they sit down. He puts his blanket over her so he doesn't have to like stare at her like almost nude self. And they start having like a legitimate conversation back and forth about like the trauma that they've had, specifically involving like Yuta's mom who divorced and cheated, we find out on his father. And then what's it called? And Saki's father, who was basically seemingly abusive, right? But there's a key correlation between the two ostracized parents that have affected them in a traumatic way. And it's basically like altered their like perception on the opposite sex. For Yuta, he's very like hesitant. He feels that, you know, he can't be too trustful of the opposite sex. And from Saki's side, Saki's used to seeing basically domestic abuse and has kind of like a shift in that perspective involving men, which kind of correlates to what she had said in episode 2, where she made the off the side remark like, "Oh, I think my life would be easier if both you and your dad were pieces of shit," in essence. But you're not. You're good people. And so they sit down, they have the conversation, and basically when it's all said and done, Yuta basically tells Saki like, "Listen, I want you to be the sister that I've never had. I believe we can get along. We can be great friends. We can be great siblings." He's drawing the line. He's trying his best to draw the line between like, yeah, you're attractive as fuck, but you're also my stepsister, and we shouldn't cross those boundaries. But the key throughout this episode, as we find out toward the end, is Saki genuinely has feelings for Yuta. And it's something that I've never seen in an anime, right? Throughout the first 3 episodes, you get dates. So it'll be like Monday, June 6th, and it'll have like whatever happens during that episode. Tuesday, June 7th, something happens. Wednesday, June 8th, and then something happens, right? And we see it from both their perspectives. The rest of the last episode of episode 3 basically has the timelines: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's read in third person by Saki's voice as if she's basically reading her diary out loud. And you see like her writing in the diary that night about what happened after her and Yuta had the conversation. And we flip backwards in time where we get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And all of the connotation from that dictation is Saki's feelings grow every single day. Saki's feelings grow more and more and more and more. And the whole moral of that is basically she genuinely feels like committed to what's his face, to Yuta, because he's so genuine. He's unlike any guy she's ever met. Like he's almost too perfect, right? Like he understands me like no one's ever understood me. We relate, we have things in common. He makes me laugh. He's good looking. Like, wow, I really feel something for this guy. And that's kind of like the overall gist as we go out with like a little bit of like a tease of, maybe something happens and that kind of just drops from there, from that piece. So legitimately, like, it's not like ecchi whatsoever. It was very much like discussing the blurred lines that you have, like especially as like seniors in high school, like upped hormones and the sexual tension, and especially with the trauma, with the trauma bonding, and like being able to try and exercise those demons that they have, and having someone there that you can reliably like do that with and who shares similar like experience to you. It's very eye-opening. And then on top of that, the episode is so like done very cinematically as well. Like, of course, the animation is really good. Like, it was very eye-opening. Like, wow, this is, if you want to make the joke, it's an incest anime. Basically, it is, but it's so tastefully done. I can't name a show like that that's done to that degree. It's excellent.
Alrighty, very good. Let's start with multiples.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what was it? It was like 15 minutes.
Something like that, 15, 20, no more.
Okay, very good. DDD Demon. It's finally picking up. Fucking finally.
All right.
We're finally getting to the aliens. We're finally seeing more of the aliens. We're finally seeing this quote-unquote invasion. But the girls graduate high school, and the teacher is still wants to fuck Kadode. It's weird. Been trying to fuck her for like 2 years now. Stop. But Kadode just brushes him off. Like, good. But the girls have a party. Some go to university, some move out. Kadode, she's moving different town, and fucking Oron is like, hey, I'm gonna miss you. Don't leave. Like, I'm like a bike ride away. Like you can ride your bike 10 minutes to me. You're fine.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, basically.
I don't wanna.
But does so anyway. It's like God the fuck now. Jesus Christ.
Okay, this is actually a funny comment. Unrelated, but that's funny. Sorry, we're not your taste, Edward Carl Austin.
Well, sorry, we're not the wrestling show right now. Come back at 10:30.
Oh, good God, that was funny.
I'm sure Triple H is reading your comment right now
and laughing.
Is like, who's this guy? Who? I hate who? Like, what? No, what?
I like it. Excellent. I'm glad you do. Hope you stick around, Ed.
But anyway, Futaba is on the plane. She wants to fly to Tokyo. She wants to help out, understand more of the invaders. Yes, we're talking about Japanese shows. We know. We know about poor Shinsuke. His milk carton's out there somewhere. Check the surfing beaches.
Shinsuke wa do desu ka?
But he loves Akira Tozawa. It's not Nakamura. It's not Nakamura.
It's not even the good Tozawa. It's not even.
I like Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, when he actually they allow him to.
When he wrestles, yeah. When he wrestles, yes.
Yeah, great.
But he's also funny. I can admit that he's funny. He's been in Dragon Gate. He knows comedy.
I want to see Tozawa leave and go to New Japan, be a junior, be serious. If he wants to.
I say he's set for life basically at this point.
They are. That's the thing. We can chastise all we want, but all those wrestlers are making more than we'll ever see in our fucking.
Yeah, again, they were really unhappy. They requested release. I'll just go. Oh, thank God.
Like Lashley did, because Triple H hates black people, according to Eddie. So there we go.
Yep. Exactly. But Futaba is looking out the window and sees an alien ship, and the military fucking blows it up.
Sounds about right.
Also, from the previous episodes I didn't talk about because we're doing mostly first impressions, the military kills some of them, and they're questioning what the fuck they're doing.
Huh?
Because they're like the aliens was want to examine Earth like to study it, not really do anything, but they're causing this. What's going to happen with this invasion? And it's like, I really didn't right thing. Like, nope, you're a soldier. Show, shut up and serve. And when the military blew up this alien ship, and it's like gruesome, like the ships crashed and all these life forms are like falling out of it, like holding on for dear life, hold on like family and all this, and they just fall to their death. It's like, holy shit.
Somebody stop the damn match.
Yes, exactly. Somebody stop the damn match. And before the credits, we had a caption saying 6 months till the end of humanity. So it's going to be where episode 0 picks up.
Oh, so episode 0 is a flash forward.
Yeah. So we're going to find out what happens with that. Like, holy shit. All right, moving on. Elusive Samurai. I fucking love it.
I'm sure you do. And this might be
beautiful.
This might be the binge. This might be the one binge I pick up.
Yeah, Tokiyuki, he's talking to Suwa, and also fucking Suwa. He's rallying the teammates up, and he looks like Goku for a second with the hair and had his arms like the fucking spirit bomb.
All right.
I was like, nice. But basically, Suwa wants Tokiyuki to basically learn more about his comrades, the people that he's basically going to war with. So Fubuki, Nezu, Shizuku, and Mochizuki. And basically, they want to do a exercise, what's going to be our like trust activity. Dr. Stone, not now. I'm going to assume early 2025 at this rate. And for Black Clover, I think definitely next year. There's just no date on that yet.
All good.
No, you're all good. No. Sometime in 2025.
All good.
For sure.
I put this as watching, so I will pick this up and probably watch it in dope time, in real time.
Yes. But yeah, Tokiyuki asked him what to do and all that, and Nozo's like, hey, that clan betrayed you, right? So how about we go there, we shit on the floors and rub it all over. It'll be funny. It's like, no, we're not doing that. It's like, fine, Mochizuki, what do you want to do? Let's do push-ups until we can't fucking stand anymore. Like, nope, we're not doing that either. That's not fun.
The fuck?
And one of us just like, hey, how about we just go hunting? Okay, fine, simple.
Sounds American.
Find an animal to hunt. Okay.
America.
Apparently, Suwa is, of course, a god of hunting. And of course, he's eating this fucking giant ass meat by himself. And someone told Suwa, like, oh, they're going hunting. Like,
I bet he is.
Yeah, I bet he is. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past me. But the teammates, they work together, this giant boar demon thing. They kill it, and fucking Suwa just takes it. But basically, it's like, oh, their trade-in starts now. They're bonding, their friendship. It's all going to start soon. This was fun. I dug it. Still smooth animation. Mayonaka Punch, episode 3. We get a new girl in the mix.
All right.
Takage. She's a gambler.
Not Shingo.
No. But basically, she gambles and has no money, but she hears the other vampires are doing the YouTubing thing. So Liv, Fu, and Ichiko, they're doing that. They're not getting a lot of views. They're getting a lot of views because of fucking what's it called, Yuki forbids them from using for using their supernatural powers on camera.
Okay.
So that limits that limits all their fucking content basically.
Yeah.
So Masaki is trying to figure out what to do. So one of our ideas was maybe a mukbang type of thing. Because these vampires can fucking eat apparently. And they don't need to. They just want to. They feel like it.
Well, all right.
But Tokage, she goes there. Hey, let me help you. Let me join. Here's my ideas, but I want 50-50 of the profits. If just fucking words and all this. And like these don't help anything. There's no description of them. You're just phrases.
Mm.
Like, what do you mean? It's good. Like, nope, we're not doing this.
Nope.
So basically, this boils down to Takoge's room is a mess, and the video is basically survive her hoarding because 800 years or so of garbage. And they clean it. They try to find stuff valuable in there, but there's nothing of value. It's basically junk. Kage gets pissed. Liv and Tokage are fighting. Masaki films it, and of course Yuki there sees it. It's like, hey, I thought I said no fucking powers. So I take your memory card, crushes it.
No.
As another one takes it out of the camera, like, no. Beg. They're apologizing all this. Like, you guys really want to do this, I guess. Crushes all their videos. And so Yuki does the punishment of Liv, Fu, Ichiko, and Takage have to eat a giant mountain of garlic. Garlic.
Just garlic.
All the cloves, like not cooked or anything, just raw garlic.
Not even on top of something.
Nope. Ichiko they all get high from this, obviously.
That's right, because they're vampires, yes.
Yep. So Ichiko's out, Fu's out. They can't finish their thing.
They just pass out?
Yeah, they get like very loopy and all that.
Yeah.
Like they see colors and shit.
Oh, so this is basically like eating shrooms.
Yes.
I thought I was going to say edibles, but shrooms. Okay.
Then Liv is like the third one out. I know Takage says something about like toughen out type of thing. Like that was like how it was worded in the sheet she had for 50-50 profits. Say, oh, I see what she's saying. But Liv is out, so Takage eats 4 plates of the garlic by herself. Passes out, and Yuki's like, well, you guys did it, so I'm not going to tell Mom. Like, do we get anything else? No. I just won't tell Mom. Fuck you. But apparently from that, the video got a lot of views, 15,000 views. So they need more of that, and they'll eventually get monetized and paid. So, but it's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
All right.
Hold on, moving on.
She's not so funny though.
No, not even close. Cheer for you. We finally learned more about our parkour girl, Suzuha, the one that's like emotionless and all that.
Okay.
And it turns out she really likes the classmate that says hi to her, Shion.
Oh.
Like, she acts cool. It's like, oh shit, I fucked it up type of thing. She keeps having this inner monologue with herself. So like we finally hear what she's thinking, and Shion is thinking the same way, thinking she's pushing her away and all that. And Kanata and those two, I forgot some other girl, they're trying to practice on cheers. It's not going well. And the girl in the wheelchair, Megumi, kind of gives some encouragements because, feel guilty and shit. And basically, it's just learning about the girls as we go along. And Kanata, she felt like she couldn't soar through the air again like she did that one time. But eventually she did that near the end. Nice shot. And the fact that she got the support from her injured friend that make her try to go past it, try to move forward. I will probably keep it.
Really?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm kind of curious.
I bet you are.
Well, no, because it's more than cheers. So it's about these girls, their internal struggles. So all right, fine. I want to see.
That's it. Is this your slice of life, just random slice of life?
That it would win?
No, not that it'll win. Just in general.
Yeah, it's a random slice of life.
Okay.
All right, moving on. My wife has no emotion. Episode 4. This is much better.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say this is what I'm gonna drop.
No. I'll probably be disappointed if the rest of the adaptation is shit, but this one was actually good.
So you have nothing you're gonna drop.
Not really. No. I'm gonna keep. Well,
All
I'm
right.
halfway. I'm halfway through Suicide Squad. I'm almost halfway through Kokia, so that'll be 2 gone.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
Same thing with Shoshimin.
Yeah, basically, we'll almost be halfway.
Yeah, in effect.
Beach. So Takuma, Mina, Akari. So Akari takes Mina to get her swimsuit, and so Takuma's waiting, and here's a robot thinking it's his Mina, but no, it's a Super Mina. With the Super Mina is basically she has more emotion, more expression. She can actually talk with her lips. It's more advanced than the original Mina.
She go wet.
So she lost her owner, trying to find him. So he's gonna help out that Mina. Well, of course, Akari and Mina are with the owner, which is a young kid, Rihito. But so they're doing that. They're talking about Rihito's like talks about how much he appreciates his Mina, even though the outdated Mina is a fucking carbon copy, whatever you want to call it. Basically, call their fucking scrap. Trash.
That's not the only time we heard that this week.
Yeah. But when Outrie's like, clean your room, Matt. Yeah.
I thought you said when you said that, I was looking away to type something, and then you're like, with actually, it's clean your room, Matt. And you're like, shut up, you piece of scrap. That's what I was expecting at the end. Not this guy, Seb Spider.
Seb Spider, clean your room. Well, spell your room, and then we'll talk.
Spell your room.
Then we'll talk. But I'll clean it later. But eventually, they all reunite. They're all hanging out. Their little beach party. They go their separate ways. And fucking Takuma and Mina, they have like a nice little sweet moment back at the apartment. And that was the end of the episode. And fucking Mina does not know how to cuddle. She tries to, but she like squeezes it, like about to crush it, like a bear hug.
She seems pretty useless.
Again, she's not used to any of this. All she does is cook and clean.
Clearly not a high performance model.
No, not Super Mina. Super Mina, though, she would.
Oh, she might give you a little tug.
What?
She might give you a little tug.
No, probably not.
Oh, I was gonna say
maybe if you jailbreak it. All right, Suicide Squad.
The mental image was great.
Yes.
That's what's got me laughing.
The Suicide Squad sees the Enchantress and Thinker basically making a muck, taking possession of the elves, and killing the orcs, destroying the base. And the Suicide Squad, they're getting their asses handed to them. Like, Peacemaker got shot down, Clayface got shot down, Deadshot got shot down, King Shark got knocked the fuck out. Same thing with Harley Quinn.
Oh no, not Harley.
Yeah, not Harley.
Not Harley.
You sound like Pip from Smiling Friends.
Clearly, she's no race.
But now these possessed elves, like goddamn it, elves are the best race apparently. But Enchantress doesn't like the Thinker is telling her what to do. Like, hey, like I got this. Like, fuck you. Harley Quinn sees the carnage and all this, and she like feels bad. Like, oh, my teammates are dead, but no, they're not dead.
Where's Bats?
There's knocked out.
Where's Bats?
There's no Batman.
There's got to be Bats.
There's no Batman. Bats. You got Joker.
Too bad there's no acid pit.
Well, not in this world, unless they make it. But Suicide Squad's back in jail at the Kingdom. The queen's trying to figure out what to do with them, and it's basically execute them. They're useless now. But Fiona doesn't like this, so she asks Cecil what would he would do, and Cecil actually tries to help them escape. And they're all on board except for King Shark, who's just moping around till fucking Clayface got him to basically get angry again. Snap out of it, fucker. And they get out, they escape. It's like, oh, it's time for round 2, motherfucker, with the Enchantress and shit. So end episode there. That was fun. It was pretty fun. The charm is definitely like slowly declining. Like it's just standard.
It's what you would expect if you transported the entire DC Suicide Squad into anime isekai.
Yeah, I'm just considering this like basically like a demo, like what's to expect for future, because I know WB wants to explore more anime. I'll basically see how this does and then go from there. My last show aired. Sengoku Yoku.
Finally.
Season 2. New protagonist. It's not Jinka this time. He's not even in it, really. He's locked away somewhere. It was the little boy that was kind of with the other antagonist, Senya, the one that could turn these like this ultimate life form. He's a protagonist now. We also have Shinsuke still. He's still with them, but no Tama. Shakuyaku's dead, and Jinka is held captive somewhere. So Shinsuke, Senya, and Tsukiko. Senya woke up. His memories are gone, basically. So he doesn't really remember. This kid doesn't remember being a bad guy. So, but he hears all like the samples or souls that are like in him, like talking in him. Kind of like talking about like use our power and stuff like that.
Oh, that's creepy.
Use us.
Use us.
Yes, and later on in the episode, he actually does when a god creature starts to attack the town, and when he did it, he like his arm turns like a bow and arrow, but there is still destruction everywhere, fire, and Tsukiko's father gets caught in the crossfire, so he's bleeding out. So Shinsuke tries to help, but Senya actually makes him retreat. And Senya just looks around in horror like, I did this. Like, holy shit, I did this. And he has his little mental episode. He passes out. Shinsuke's talking to the elder of the village. And basically, the elder's like, hey, you should kind of stay here. Like, help protect it. I was like, no, we got to go do some bad important tasks to go, so we got to go. So they settle it in a drinking contest.
Of course.
Yep. So like, if you win, you can go. I'll give you money. But if I win, you stay here. Shinsuke won. He's fucking drunk. And he takes Senya with him, and Senya is like afraid to leave the town because it wasn't what people think. And the kids that he was hanging out with say, hey, I know you're leaving. I wish you luck. I hope you come back soon. Like they weren't mad at him. Like they understand that he was protecting the town. And then as they're about to leave, they see Tsukiko saying like, don't go, or can I come with you? So nobody's mad at him. So that was nice.
Lovely.
Yep. So I get the last one, 3.5. So hopefully it will elevate that with the season 2, which will cover the rest of the manga.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And finally, 2.5 Dimensional Seduction.
Oh boy.
It's definitely ecchi. Picked up where it left off. Ririsa and Mikari basically meet face to face and say you should join our cosplay group thing. She eventually says yes, but she wants to be Lilo. But it's like, no, that's mine. That's my girl. Like that's my character. I do that. So you could be
my gimmick, bro.
Yeah, that's my gimmick.
My gimmick.
You could be the little sister, the one, like the side character that's with her.
Do the other gimmick.
Yes. And she asks the fucking otaku guy, what's his name? Okamura. Like you like her, right? You like the side character, right? Like, oh yeah. Like she's flat, big ass and all this. Like great. Like I love her, but she's not Lily and all this. And fucking Mikari's like, I'll do it. So fucking Ryusa's like, well, I'm gonna make the outfit then. I'll make the outfit. Does her measurements, and she does this in like a day, like not even, like overnight. But you find out why, because it's very revealing.
Oh.
Very little, like one of those like line things, like cover that Harley cover stuff.
Oh god! So it's like literally a line just to cover enough areola and a line to just barely squeeze your little toto in the fucking.
It's it's kind of like short shorts, but it's like not really. But
lots of ass hanging out. Ooh.
Yeah.
I just can't handle the protagonist. I would watch this, but I can't handle like how bitch made Homeboy is.
I do and start by pointing out that this is actually Noya, the voice actor.
It is, yeah. You can tell it's I heard Noya's voice immediately when I saw the clip of fucking homegirl of like them, like she goes topless and she's on the couch. Immediately heard Naoya, and I immediately thought of girlfriend 2. Immediately thought of like Saki about to like just suck his dick, and she's like, "No, we gotta wait. I've got to get the other girls to suck my dick before you can suck my dick."
But so Ryusa wants to do the poses from the manga panels. So okay, what are they? Okay, here's you bent over, and here's me touching your tits. So it's all these like all suggestive lewd type of things.
What else, man?
Not on the air. Not on the air.
I'm not gonna get us banned.
But he's taking the pictures. They do so, and Mikari goes, so you like her ass, right? So she like turns around, like laying on the floor.
Of course,
and
I love her.
He dies. Nosebleed.
Big
so
pool.
It's okay. It's okay. And it happens again during the tit touching because they're mounted.
Oh.
As shit, she likes this. I was like, let me stop. And like, well, I'll do it to you to make it even. And of course, she also knows. And one falls on top of the other, and because the top is stuck on the other's top.
Of course.
So who has to unbuckle or help out? Trying to latch it, but
Noya.
Yep. And of course he dies again.
This man is more the amount of fucking titties, and he's still like no boner, no like wow, I want to like
he keeps trying like nope. He's like trying to calm himself. Like I don't like 3D, I like 3D, 2D.
She'll let you put him in your mouth. You can't put. Where are you gonna put the?
Calm down.
Fuck out of here.
End episode. All right, now let's get to our soul. Let's get to our together. Let's go together.
Together. Forever.
Together.
With our powers combined.
Yep. We're VTubers.
They finally changed clothes. It got its half point that I was taking.
It's normal clothes. It's normal clothes. It's still the avatar though, but it's still normal clothes.
At least they're normal. It's not a fluffy princess Cinderella.
But everyone else though, still like Shion and Sei are still.
It literally, bro. I'm so serious. It literally lost a half a point that it'll never get back as long as they don't change clothes.
I'm just like,
it's no. I swear to you, I've literally docked a half a point because of this off my final rating, whatever it's gonna be.
But let's see what happens. But basically, her microphone is shit now, so she needs a new one.
Yep.
And
that was from her screaming. That was from her screaming in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. For that whole motherfucker.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
But Chami calls her and says, "Hey, I saw your microphone blew out. Do you want mine?"
I got plenty.
They're used, but they'll be good.
It's free. This is a used microphone.
Yeah. Exactly. So she comes over the next day in her princess outfit because why not? Do it in public. Do it in public. Be what you want. Be a princess in public. Be the alcohol.
No one even asked. Like, are you so and so the VTuber? Like she gets
right. Yeah, because you figure she's trended. She is trended.
Yeah, if you come out in your gimmick,
yeah,
one would think, right?
Right.
No,
that's what I was saying. It's like, oh, okay, well, why not? Well,
I mean, at this stage, she goes out in public with the gimmick on. I'm surprised she doesn't have like some stalker like outside her apartment, or like she's been doxxed by now.
Well, thankfully that is not the case, because we don't need
Hopefully
that
it doesn't
toxin.
happen, but I'm very surprised it hasn't for what it's worth. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
but what you call it? Chami, she's very shy, socially awkward.
Socially anxious is the
Yeah,
better term.
and she's been actually trying her damnedest
Yeah.
in person.
She just wants to be a normie.
Yep. So she wants to know from Ayuki how to be a normie.
I laugh when she's like, I pee in 3-round bursts because she keeps going back. Every time she has like more than like a 5-minute conversation is awkward silence. I'm gonna go pee.
Even though we find out she's not really peeing, she's just basically she wants to lower her heart rate.
Yeah.
I thought she was rubbing it out like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh no, I didn't think that. Oh, I didn't go there.
I mean, Ayuki would have. She would have.
She might have. I mean, I know something that'll help you calm your heart rate down.
No. Yeah, she'll rub herself. No, she normalized it on air on the stream.
Yeah, I love gooning to you.
So like, look, just like Lays, there's nothing wrong with a woman doing it to another woman. There's nothing wrong.
Matt, you know what we need to do next time we hang out? We watch this show and we take a shot for every time Yuki says goon. Gooner, gooning. Take a shot.
Yeah. So it gets to the point where she offers Aoyuki to spend the night.
I've always wanted a sleepover.
She had a normal sleepover kit. Like she came up prepared because she thought that was the most normal experience.
Futon, pajamas, toothbrush, toothpaste.
The whole shebang.
The whole kit and caboodle.
So they okay, sure. Why the fuck not?
All right.
She goes home. She gets a call.
Yep.
Like, hey, you want to be in a song?
Nani?
Yeah, you can sing about your love for the Strong Zero.
Gachi Zero.
So she does this in her reveal stream of the new VTuber model.
Mm.
And she gets it and she's like, oh, look at the thighs. Yes, they're thick.
Yes, the thigh gap.
The thigh gap. Thank you to my VTuber mama, the Mashiro.
Yes.
So yes, short shorts, because you see more thighs that way.
I wonder if you can buy Strong Zero in America. Because I was going to say, we should, like, for the season finale, we should all drink Strong Zero.
I will not drink it.
You will not drink Strong Zero? Why not?
I don't drink beer.
It's not beer. It's like a seltzer.
Oh, it's that White Claw shit?
Yeah, it's like a White Claw. Hey, don't hate it, bro. Hey, don't hate on it. It's not many calories. The same amount of alcohol as a beer. Flavorful. Works itself out. I'm literally going on Total Wines right now to see if we can find a Strong Zero.
There is. Grapefruit? No. No, I don't want grapefruit. That's disgusting.
Strong. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
You can.
Strong.
White grapes.
I've got no results for Strong Zero for Total Wine.
Strong. Yeah, I got it. Strong Zero shop. en.stronzero.ch. And they ship worldwide.
So they ship it to your house?
Yeah.
Really?
They're sold in 24 packs.
Holy shit. So you have to really love it.
$180.
$180 for a 24 pack of Strong Zero?
Yep.
Dude, do you know how much it costs in Japan for a Strong Zero?
And these are like the 500 millimeter cans or the 350 millimeter cans for $150.
No, but I'm being serious. Do you know how much a Strong Zero costs in Japan?
What?
Like 250 yen per can.
So they want to import all 24 of those cans.
What the fuck?
And the shipping. No, I'm not.
Well, never mind my idea. My idea
fuck your idea. Maybe you go to like an Asian town.
That's fucking wild.
Was there anything else that happened outside of that we don't give a shit about?
She did the stream. It was nice. They revealed the character. She got the new mic. She has a bunch of funny moments because basically it's her monetization stream. So she got monetized officially.
Yeah, she's getting money.
And she's getting money. They're throwing like 3,000 yen, 5,000 yen,
50,000 yen.
Yeah, I did. Was there a 50,000 yen?
Yeah, there was a 50,000 yen. There was a 10,000 yen.
Holy shit! No, I didn't see that
They
part.
do that. They do that if you're popular.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. But no, so at the end, one of her stream mates, right? One of her, I guess, clan mates or stable mates, whatever you want to say. She calls in and basically is saying like, "This is so and so." Like, yeah, okay, and she starts saying like the most lewd and lascivious shit, and she's totally down for it. And then she calls back again, and she's like, "Oh, you're calling back again?" And you're like, "Oh, it's actually me." They're like, "Wait, so who was that?" It was actually that person. I forget the name, but she's like, "What did I just tell her?" And they're like, "This is a surprise for your stream. We got like the most popular streamer, and you asked her if you want to, get married to hook up."
Yep.
Yay! And that's how the episode ends. Outside of that, that's it.
Very good. All right, I'm actually counting. We got about 12. Let's do it. No, I'm sorry.
You have
No,
all the
we got
singles.
no 14.
You have all the singles, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, we got 14. I forgot about the spring stuff.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 15. I'm counting. Well, 14 left. Yeah, you're right. 14 left because there's 15 total. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Archery, my dear moments.
It's okay.
No, this is fine. Basically, archery is useless.
Yes, very.
And a lot of stuff. She wants to be Natsuki's leg. Can't cook.
Oh.
Despite being this high.
Almost burns down the boat. Almost burns down the boat.
Natsuki calls her useless. But I guess that's discrimination. It's like, I was like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Hey, it's 2024.
Like, I know the drama's gonna hit, but it's like, girl, shut the fuck up.
That's why I said this is meh, because I was like, yeah, I know, like you could tell like there's gonna be serious moments in this that may be like emotionally inspiring, but so far, not hitting. It's only 2 episodes.
It's not there yet. We're learning about Autry for the meantime. It seems like. And of course, Minamo gets her fucking wish for sending Natsuki to school because he has to go to school. He doesn't have to go to school. He doesn't do shit.
No, he already graduated.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, they mentioned specifically that he went to the school in the homeland at the whatever high school, and he was so good that he trained to be like one of the cosmonauts. But because of his artificial leg, he couldn't be a cosmonaut, and so he got depressed, went back to the town where he came from, and he's just been doing his own thing ever since his grandma died.
Yeah.
So theoretically, he's already graduated.
Yeah. Then Minamo needs to shut the fuck up and let him do what he wants.
Basically, you don't own me. I own you.
Well, he owns Autry, but not Minamo.
No, well, he could.
But Autry gets a little PTSD-ish with the school.
Yes.
Like stares it down, like what the fuck type of thing.
Yes.
It's like, you okay? Yeah. But basically something happened in that school that it's not in the memories anymore.
Or there's a clue to the memory that she forgot that's in the school.
That could be it too. And of course, there's no Catherine right now because debt collectors came to follow her. So Autry,
she's off paying the debt. Winky wink.
Wink wink, not a judge. Again, this is just an okay episode. Again, I'm just waiting for the drama to hit.
I am too. I'm not like I had some decent expectations for this, and they're not meeting them so far.
Okay. Okay. First episode was fine. Second episode, because Autry's voice kind of got annoying.
It's the principle of how the characters portray that's not really endearing.
Yeah. But we will hold on with bated breath. Moving on. Sodomy here, yes, sir.
Oh God.
Twilight Out of Focus. Well.
I feel like you should have you should have saved this for later.
I should have, but it was in my head. Like, well.
Oh, so let's talk. Let's just get it out the way.
Pretty much. Rehearsals are going on, and Hisashi kind of sucks at this.
No, not really. He's doing okay.
I know that, but he feels like that. Like he feels like he's not doing a great job. It's like dude, remember our director Gichi? Yeah, he forgot how to talk in this verse.
Yeah, you're doing all right, kid.
So yeah, and of course Matt would tell him like, "Hey, what happened? We'll talk about it after."
Yeah, but now it's really affecting Mao far more than it's affecting Hisashi.
Yeah, because Mao's behind the camera. Hisashi is talking to one of the actors about there's a kissing
No,
scene, right?
they're going to perform. No, they're literally in the midst of performing the kissing scene when that shit happens.
And this made Mao in his head go, "I don't like that. I'm gonna pass out."
He's jealous. No, he didn't
So
pass out. No, not at all. So what happened was that he was shooting the scene. It's getting more intense, and he's getting more intense feelings of jealousy. He's like, I don't want him to kiss him. I don't want him to kiss him. And then he trips on the camera cord as he's going backwards to try and get the out
and
shot.
He falls down.
And he falls down. The camera falls on his head, and he hits his head on the floor on top of that. And so he's not going to. No, not the hospital. The nurses.
I know. I'm saying, like, get a medical.
He's going to an emergency medical facility.
But Hisashi carries him.
Yep.
And they will all go. Like, just take care of the camera.
Yep.
Send to the nurse's office. Slight concussion. Needs to rest.
Yep.
And they talk.
Good talk.
Good talk. But the talking later.
Well, first off, you should qualify that by saying that Hisashi's trying to get Mao to confess his feelings again. Like, let's talk about this now. And he's struggling, but probably because of concussion, but also because he's nervous and shy. So he pulls the phone out and he's like, well, you told me once that you never lie behind the camera. The camera's on you.
That's right. He made it. He made it like right in front of him.
Yeah, and Mao basically, with that in mind, he kept his word and he confesses. He gives a really heartfelt, nice confession. Hisashi reciprocates, and under the twilight of the sunset, they make out. Right, a very passionate but not sexual, maybe a little sensual make out, and then it gets. They literally. The only thing you're missing is pixelation, because there's moaning, there's very descriptive language on how Hisashi is, because Mao is the bottom here. Hisashi is filling up Mao.
And he says it like he's thrusting in and out of me
so deeply. It's filling. And you see them climax, and Hisashi collapses into Mao's arms. And after they're done with their first round, because there's another round that happens that we don't see, but there's another round. Hisashi he's a nice top. He's like, hey, are you okay? Do you feel like fine? Are you hurting anywhere?
Because he took his first kiss at his virginity in the first 5 minutes.
And Mao has probably never stuck anything in his ass. I feel like if you're gay, like, you had to have experimented putting things in your ass to understand.
He didn't know until hanging out with him.
No, it just straight. He went from making out to straight cock in ass.
He went in dry. He went.
There's no way he did. There had to been some foreplay they didn't describe.
Also, we got like 4 to 5 viewers in the Dirt Sheet Radio page. They're like listening at us. Like, where's the wrestling? Where's the wrestling? Where's the wrestling, pal?
We got Pat Patterson level sex, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not the Ring Boy scandal.
It's not the Ring Boy scandal. This is Anthony Bowens every time he gets home from Dynamite.
Oh, stop it. You'll get the wrestling later, Trey. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm the titties.
Oh my god. I mean, no, it's very like, especially because, and I tell people all the time, and I reiterate on this podcast fairly frequently, yaoi anime, gay anime, does romance better than straight anime. You won't ever hardly see this in a straight anime. The last time there was a good like sex scene that's like not ecchi whatsoever is Horimiya. And that's really the only one I can really think of, outside of maybe what's it called? The one that I haven't seen yet. Not School Days. The one where they have sex on the first day. I forget the name of that. The name of that show. The 2 classmates, they have sex in the first episode, and they end up like in the same class the next day or something. I forget the name of that show. But like, those are the only 2 shows I can think of that have like a dramatized sex scene. And it makes sense, you know. So yeah, you just missed it, Trey. Matt did just talk about this.
We talked about Suicide Squad like half hour ago.
Yeah. So tune in next week, and you'll get to hear Matt's thoughts on it, because I'm not watching it. But yeah, they do it better.
It was good.
Yeah. But no, they do it better. and it's done tastefully, right? You think of like gay sex as a straight person, and you're like, ew, but they do it
like
artfully.
a guy here, like a guy in the comments.
Yeah, basically, straight up. Straight up. But no, like it's art. It's artfully done. It's tastefully done. And there's something to that. And it is, provocative from that standpoint. I will say it's provocative from at least from my point, right? As a straight male, where you picture yourself in the moment like with a female, right?
Right.
And watching that and then picturing what it would be like in the opposite end, except like with a female on the bottom instead of another dude. Like you could feel something for that. Like it's very like passionate.
Right.
So it was a good scene. It wasn't just it's gay sex, ew. No, like it was good. It was very impactful, and that's what they were going for. Literally impactful.
He took the sword with us.
Oh, he put the sword. He took Excalibur's sword and put it in the stone. All right.
He is the sheath. He is the sheath.
He is the sheath.
No. They go back
instead of the shing. Do you hear?
There was Did you see the image of him like holding his back like back there?
No, I didn't see that. What? What?
And the next day,
I didn't even know.
I got said it later.
Oh my god!
But no, he talks to the director and all that. He apologizes for delaying. It's like, nope, you're good. Are you okay? Let's rest up. We lost a day of shooting, but you know what? We got this. Camera's fine.
Yep.
Let's make a movie, basically.
Yep. Let's finish it off.
Uh-huh.
But no, I will say actually you're skipping ahead because you did skip a good scene. Basically, Mao puts the camera back on Hisashi. They get dressed together. Everything's well. They're at the end, right? They're like, all right, let's go to school. And they're like, wait. And they kiss. Very nice, simple kiss. Like, have a good day kiss. And they walk out. And then Mao comes back on, turns the camera back off.
Yeah, but he just wanted to film the kiss.
They just wanted to film like their day to day. And Hisashi even noticed it. It's not one of those creepy like things where like voyeurism. Like no, Hisashi notices eventually while he's getting dressed. He's like, oh, is the camera on? There's a red light. He notices. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
So, and I also laughed when Hisashi, where I think it was Mao, or no, it was Hisashi. Hisashi was like, oh, you look so beautiful. Like, or it might have been Mao. No, it was definitely Mao. Mao's like, oh, it was so incredible. Like, it was art. I wish I would have filmed it. And Hisashi's like, all right, we'll film it the next time we fuck. So that was funny.
Oh, but what you call it? They actually, and they also talk about like why is the film like a half hour? It's the long movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, budget. But if it goes well, we get a bigger budget. If we get a bigger budget, longer movie.
Yep.
But I'm curious to see when they actually play the movie.
Got a thing like Culture Festival.
Yeah, I think that in an episode or two they'll probably do that
because they got to edit it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the next episode or two we'll probably actually see that movie or parts of it.
I mean, we've seen the parts of it with the things they shot, and we saw like the most intricate.
I know, like actually like edited and all that. Like actual produced.
Yeah, I mean, it was still like, especially with Mao at the end, because once Mao got over his jealousy, they shot the scene, and basically the episode kind of ends with Mao being emotionally overcome with this love story, and basically he says like, it's a tragic love story at the end because of the fact that the student council president, he transfers to a different school, but he basically says he'll never forget his kohai, and from that note, he's like, hopefully like our relationship isn't a sad end either, and he's just crying and stuff. And that is a little bit of foreshadowing. Yeah, it's true.
Probably will. But
they're the same grade. They're the same grade.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I feel like there's some drama's gonna happen.
I have a feeling if the drama's gonna come somewhere, it will come between them because they're unsure because Mao's unsure, but the teacher, the teacher is gonna be the big. I hope they fucking report him and he gets arrested. I hope that's how the season ends. The teacher gets arrested and they just like start just fucking going like porn star bananas under a bridge or something in celebration.
But we'll see. But man, Bam's a dick.
Yeah, Bam's a dick.
Tower of God, folks.
Yep.
My goodness.
Yeah.
He simps once and he regrets it. I mean, he turned into an incel.
He turns into an incel.
But yeah, we have our test, and this was the deal between Bam and what's that guy's name? The kid.
Power? And that wasn't. Is it power?
Right?
No. Let's click on the thing and find out.
Basically, if Bam passes the test, he gets to
Love.
go. What?
Love.
Love?
Love.
Love, okay.
LOVE. Love.
Yeah, but he loves, challenges Bam to the thing like, hey, if you pass my exam without anyone, you can go up on your own.
Yep.
But if you fail, you follow the rules.
No, I thought it was you. It basically, because I understood it as the test is basically all the exam entrants for themselves against Bam. So basically, the examees need to fucking come up with this before Bam wins, in order for them to pass.
Yeah, like you need your team of 7 before Bam finishes the test or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
And the people that Bam takes out, they're out.
They're dead.
Yeah. So that part happens. So fucking who's Yua is like talking to Bam. Yua's trying to like seduce him. He's like, nope.
Oh yeah, you want my body?
Like,
Ew.
nope, not interested.
You're not Rachel.
I fell for a woman once. It was awful.
Yeah,
Push me off the cliff.
broke my heart.
Yeah, broke the heart. But so Ja Wagon is with what's his face? Who was his teammate?
Who?
Nia?
Who?
Ja.
Yeah, Nia.
Yep, Ja had Nia. We had that mother-daughter dynamic with the other two. We had Kang, the Crafter. Basically the people we met that were already in that group, basically.
Yeah.
And Bam clean house with first his room. Take out Yua with the time stop.
Mm-hmm.
The debt collector with the time stop.
Which is ridiculous, by the way. It's so fucking broken.
I was like, when did he learn this shit? How long was he training?
Yeah.
When did he have his anime training arc?
4 fucking. I bet you they'll do a flashback episode.
Like,
It'll be like one of those things.
Was it like years, months?
I bet you it's going to be one of those things where it's like he's going to be on the brink of death, and as his life is flashing forward, this is where we're going to get the flashback episode.
Yeah, while all that is happening, the fucking prince has his own little alliance going on.
Yep.
And Bam sees love.
Yeah.
They do another game.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like fucking baseball. If you
Yeah.
catch 3 of these, you win.
Yeah.
If you fail once, you're out. First one hits. He was about to catch it with his power, but Love kicked it out, making it a foul.
Which is bullshit. I was like, oh,
I was like, what the fuck? But he did say, I might interfere. I might hit you. I might attack you.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Before he can get to the next one, he goes to attack him.
Yeah.
And Bam got knocked around a bit.
Yeah, he ate a fucking fist and fucking just
It hits the wall.
smashed into the wall.
So like, well, are you gonna listen now, basically?
End episode.
Like that, but I didn't like the second episode.
Yeah, episode 2 was meh. Episode 3 was solid.
Yeah, there was a solid. So this, hopefully, the quality just keeps going up.
Hopefully.
And
we get some more like story filler, like in terms of like how we got here.
Yeah,
because basically, what's like you said, Yuha was her name. Huha.
Yua.
Yuri.
Girl or
Yuriha. Yeah, Yuriha.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because it's like, she's trying to find Bam, and I guess maybe she found Bam, and that's why she's taking the test. The other thing is she's also a jihad. So why doesn't she understand or recognize Ja? Like, that's another question.
And that's the thing. And Bam wants to kill the jihad.
And I'm sure Bam knows that Ja is the jihad, the Prince Jihad that he needs to kill.
Yeah.
So there's no way Bam is that stupid that he's like, oh, I don't want to deal with pussy, but I know it's you, but I'm gonna let you live for now so I can kill you later. Like some of the math isn't mathing at this stage. So we
It's
need
not
definitely
math. It's not mathing.
the math ain't mathing right now. So we need it to math.
Make math.
Make it.
Make it happen.
Do it.
Alrighty, moving on. Makine, or Too Many Losing Heroines.
I love this show.
It's pretty cute.
I love this show.
Kazuhiko interacts with Lemon.
Yes. Now, boy, does he interact with her.
Lemon got too hot.
Basically, they get locked in the storage room while Lemon's
The
trying
gym,
to like,
right?
yeah, in the gym. And basically, Lemon's trying to like, she was trying to ask him like, oh, what should I do with Senpai? They're like, oh, come with him on both you guys' days off so you can get your stuff. You can come to the club room together, spend time together, whatever. Okay, then they get locked in the gym closet, and it's 35 degrees Celsius, which is like the equivalent of like 100 degrees. It's hot in that motherfucker. It is hot. And they put on, so basically, what's his face? I forget his name now. Damn it. Where's losing hair?
What, the guy?
Yeah.
Kazuhiko?
Yeah, Kazuhiko. So Kazu is like, are you okay, Lemon? And Lemon is like just delirious. She is delirious. She is overheating. She's getting heat stroke. And so he searches around, finds cool spray, right? And of course, Lemon has to be all sexual because she's delirious and pulls up her shirt. And so he sprays her back. Oh, to the front, hurry up. Spray. Oh. Just and then like just spraying, right? Spraying. She moans. And then she's so delirious. She takes her whole like sports bra off. She is topless. And Nukamizu's trying to do his best, right? Kazuhiko's trying to do his best to not look, not be a pervert. And she's so delirious. Lemon's like, it's just us girls. Doesn't even recognize him as a fucking dude, right? And she's trying to get the cold spray and all this stuff. And then she finds a bottle of water, or what looks like a bottle of water. Maybe something else. We don't know. But she's like, don't drink that. He's like, don't drink it. Don't drink it. And somebody knocks on the door. And they're like, let us out. Let us out. And it's the airheaded sensei. Airheaded sensei opens the door, sees topless Lemon on top of Nukamizu. Nukamizu has his hand like on her sweating back. And the sensei looks down and was like, all right, see you guys when you're done. Shuts the door again. And they're like, no, let us out. Let us out. Oh, finally, they get let out. They end up in the nurse's office. Lemon passes out basically from heat exhaustion. And we meet our nurse, Matt. And our nurse is a very, right? And she's and she's an eclectic character, ain't she, Matt?
She's like, so you guys, I know you're trying to do this, but here, it's a safe space to do it.
Literally, her line was like, "Oh, we can't." They ask like, "Oh, are you and the sensei close?" They're like, "Yeah, we've been childhood friends. We've been here for so long. Like the stains on the ceiling are still the same." And she's like, and they're like, "Oh, really?" And they're like, "Yeah, when you get laid. I mean, when you're here for so long." And then literally, so then what's her face comes in? Anna comes in, and Anna brings Nukamizu food, and they're having a good time. And the teacher's like, "Oh, you guys are having fun. I'm going to let you use the room. Just feel free. Do what you want. I'll be away. You can even lock the door on the inside if you want. Perfectly fine." She fucks off, right? And so then we get a cute little scene basically where Anna like gives like white sauce with a rolled egg, and she decreases her debt to Nukamizu from 20, I think it's like 25 down to like 18 something, right?
Yeah, about that later.
Yeah, it's 2,400. So 600 yen based off of that. And then we get interaction as they go along with the three of them. And then we get interaction with the senpai that Lemon likes.
Yeah, Mitsuki.
Mitsuki. And basically some flirtiness between what's his face? What did you say? Mitsuki. No, Mitsuki is Lemon. Oh yeah, Mitsuki and Lemon. Sorry, Mitsuki and Lemon. Yeah. Right? And it's cute, whatever. And then we get another cute scene basically where the rest of the episode basically Nukamizu is trying to like deflect, like, I didn't see anything, didn't see your boobs, we didn't do anything, nothing happened. And Lemon's like, the fuck happened? Like, did the heat scramble your brains? Totally, yeah, did. Fuck me up. Don't know what you're talking about. But basically, they end up, long story short, the plan is Lemon and Mitsuki go to the club or the literature room and they can, borrow some books, whatever. And so then their senpai is there, right? The head of the vice president of the club. Who is it? Koto? No, yeah, Koto. Right? Doesn't say. Yeah, I believe it's Koto though. In any case, and they start having conversation, and Koto basically looks at Lemon and Mitsuki and was like, "Hey, you guys look like a couple. You guys are so cute. You guys both want to join?" And long story short, she presses them enough for Mitsuki to say, "I already have a girlfriend." And you can literally see the moment that Lemon's heart just rips in two when she hears those words. And she's like,
"Oh
huh?
boy."
And so then Nukumizu is like, "Hey, it's that other like chick that you go to crayon school with, right?" And he's like, "Damn, were we that obvious? Haha, I'll bring her over next time so you guys can meet her officially. All good." And then he's like, "Come on, Lemon, let's go shop. You wanted to go shopping." And everyone's looking at him like, "Bro, you have no tact at all. At all. You don't realize what the fuck is going on. You're oblivious fuck." And basically, Lemon, in her deliria and depression, was like, "I'm joining the literature club. That's it." Okay. And so then she joins the literature club. She's all depressed. They put the little dunce cap on her that says "new student" or "new member," and they're like, "Omedetou gozaimasu! Yay, you're a new member!" And she starts just crying on Anna's lap. And so then Anna, of all people, takes her to the same restaurant where she got broken up to, so the three of them can trauma bond. And they stuff their face. They trauma eat. They stuff their face. And Nukumizu the whole time is like, "Listen, I'm not paying for this whole thing. I'll treat her. I'll pitch in, but I'm not paying for you, and I'm not paying for everybody, right? I'm just
It's fine. It's fine."
right? And then Anna looks at her wallet, and how much money does she put down, Matt?
None.
0. So her debt that she lowered down to 1,867 yen gets bumped up to 2,767 yen. So she added basically $10 to her fucking debt after she knocked it down 6. Baka. And then as we go along, right, they leave the restaurant, everything's whatever, and we go back to the sensei. And the sensei, we learn, has bugged the fucking room because she wanted to hear them fucking. That's the type of nurse they have at the school. She wants to hear the students fuck. But she puts out an interesting, like, little piece of information on a notebook that she has in front of her. And you see Kazuhiko in the center with a heart, and then you see 2 arrows, one going to Lemon, one going to Anna. And basically, the sensei is like, "Yeah, the kid's got some moves. He's got some potential. I think he can fuck both girls." In essence, literally, that's what she's saying. I think he can fuck both girls. And as she's going home, she's leaving, she notices Lemon is out on the track, and she's running, and she's like, "It's already late. You got to go home. Do you want me to walk you halfway home?" And she's like, "Can I run one more time? I think I'm finally getting somewhere." And she's like, "All right, run, but run with all of your heart, run with all of your might." And the episode ends basically with Lemon bursting off of the starting little platform for her track, and she's just running as she comes closer to the camera. End episode.
Alrighty. No, it was a good episode. It was fun.
I have a thing for dark tan girls with tan lines. They're so cute. They get extra cuteness.
Well, except for that girl from We Never Learn. I hated her.
Huh?
Except for that girl from We Never Learn. I didn't like her.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's funny that everybody is like laughing at Anna because they're like literally like, "Oh, she's just like Anya." She makes all these Anya expressions. This is like grown up Anya.
Just with blue hair.
Yeah, blue haired Anya.
Boy. Well, let's move on. Go Gios.
Great episode.
Yeah, we got the build up in the last few episodes with the stellar action.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, Sunrise knows how to do mech battles.
It's incredible. And I love they brought back old stock footage of the Flea. That was awesome. Like literally, it's like old stock, the old animation. It's literally like a whole clip of the Flea basically from the old series. And they talk about Schneider and all that stuff. Like, it was awesome. I thought that was an awesome callback.
But no, like I said, I'm a sucker for good mech battles, and they did not disappoint. What was that? What was the mech that transformed? Was it like the knight something?
I don't fucking know the mech names. I've never known mech names in Code Geass ever.
Right, but
I don't know.
but anyway, was it Divok that was fighting, kicking everyone's ass?
Divok was fighting, and then the mech that what's her face was using, the chick that that Rose had pointed out, was like, oh, like here's your mech. This mech will it's literally made for you. This is your fucking mech. Use it to its full abilities. That chick, her name is where is it? I just saw it, I think. No, that's not her. Haruka. Haruka's nightmare. And we get a great battle between Divok and Haruka. And basically the entire plot was basically Rose was going to go in. They do the distractions. They were going to go in and basically use the Geass on all the people to try and manually take over the Damocles. And
that failed, kind of.
That failed.
They got shot.
They picked up on it immediately. They executed the entire bridge. Basically, he took over the entire bridge and they all got executed. And so he's like, well, that's up to shit. Now we just got to blow that motherfucker down. And so they proceed to blow up 2 of the 4. There's 4 engines, basically, that keep the Damocles floating. They blow up 2 of them, but they couldn't get the 3rd one because that's when Divok basically interfered. And the other chick, I think, no, it was just Divok. Divok's the only one on there. The other woman, what's her name? Nara. Nara is the other one. Nara's fighting the rebels on the ground and kicking all their asses. And it's a couple pieces. One, it's very interesting that Nara recognizes the move that Ash does and is like, that pilot, are you? And then it cuts off. So clearly there's a distinction between Ash and the knights that are there. Ash might be a former knight. Ash might be a knight that was thought dead and is not. Something along those lines. Right. So there's intrigue from that perspective. But basically, we got that piece. And then what they do is they do launch the flare, right? Divok does manages to launch the flare, but using Nina's new weapon, the flare eliminator, which is basically a giant fucking spear that neutralizes and turns everything into negative atoms and like just disperses the energy into nothing. They managed to hit the flare, and that's exactly what happens. Nothing happens, right? Fantastic. But one thing they noticed is they thought at the time before the battle they only had 1 flare. Turns out they had 2 flare on board, right? They had 2 flare on board, and so the second flare comes in, and basically Divok, in his battle with Haruka, his nightmare gets destroyed. And alongside of that, when they see that things are going awry, one of the other rebels, is his name here somewhere? Tomi gets his nightmare kind of like disabled as well. But he steals the resolve in his heart, and he's like, dude, he's like, a rebel that can't fight is useless. And so he takes his disabled rebel, and he's like, we still need to blow up that 3rd engine because they had set the explosive, but they didn't get a chance to really set them fully. And he's like, all right, well, I'm sacrificing for the cause. And he takes his fucking nightmare, his broken nightmare. He basically 9/11s the fucking Damocles. And
like kamikaze,
kamikaze, straight up, blows the engine up and sacrifices his life. The Damocles is lost. It's fucked. It's done, right? And so then Divok, realizing this, grabs the second flare, which is already fully charged, ready to blow up, grabs the second flare and charges ass towards the center of the center of Sapporo, because again, they're going to kill the Sapporo ghetto. That's the whole purpose of this mission. And so then basically the nightmare that Ash is using and Rose is using transforms into a super flying nightmare, the name that Matt and I forgot, and they head toward it. They throw the flare eliminator at the flare as the flare is about to explode, and they manage to eliminate it. Divok is crushed under the pressure of the flare explosion, and that's that. They think they're saved, right? They think they're saved. And so then basically they think everything's good. While this is all happening, though, Norland is getting with his chief subordinate, Kristoff, right? Scissorman.
Right.
And says, do the action. And to that point, basically, we get another piece early on in the episode where you have Princess Sakuya, and she's like trying to convince Norland, don't do this. And Norland's like, you ain't shit, bitch. Bye. Thank you for your opinion. Fuck off. And he fucks off. And basically, Saki is left defeated. Like, wow, I really am just a figurehead. I have no say in any of this. So he sends Scissor Man out to the battlefield. He tells Nora, get the fuck away. Get away. Just retreat, leave. Which is what basically inspired Devok to go and make his like suicide mission. But Norlin has another flare. I believe it is, right? It's another flare. And he shoots the flare at the Damocles, and it blows up the Damocles in essence. And basically, they resolve to lose the Damocles so they can destroy the Sapporo ghetto with the Damocles' like coffin, basically. So the Damocles is indisposed. It is now free falling directly on the center of the Sapporo ghetto, and people are dying left and right. And the episode ends with them realizing, holy shit, they're going to kill us by fucking lowering the Damocles directly on top of us.
Yep. Fun stuff.
Fucking brilliant. Love it.
Moving on, Spice and Wolf. Laura's in trouble.
Yep, he's in some shit.
Yeah, but where we left off, Hollow's upset with the news. And he walks outside a bit. But who does he see?
Holo.
Amadi.
Oh, Amadi. No, he starts searching for Amadi.
Yeah, but he sees a kind of flirt of a Hollow from the
Yeah, basically, fucking, what's it called? Rapunzel. Where art thou, Rapunzel?
Yeah, basically, the little gesture and all this.
Yeah.
Hollow looks at Lawrence and just goes back inside.
Mm-hmm.
But Lawrence goes into the reception desk. He's got a letter.
Yep.
There's two.
Yep.
One from Hollow. And one from Amadi.
The one from Holo is for Lawrence specifically, and details all of the assets in which Amadi has and is trying to procure in order to attain the 1,000 trainee silver coins.
Yep.
The second letter, Matt?
Marriage.
It's a marriage contract.
And signed.
By both. In blood.
Yep. So Amadi and Hollow signed the contract.
Yep.
Lawrence is like, what the fuck?
Yep.
He doesn't know what to do. But talks to his friend, the merchant friend. Was it Mark?
I don't know, maybe. Let me look.
Yeah, probably. I'm
Uh,
looking at all the... Yeah, it's Mark.
Okay, cool.
But he's talking to him about what happened. And he's like, so, it kind of backfired you because you had this plan, but you didn't read the letter first.
Yeah.
So if he did read it first, probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
But he didn't. Because he has to put everything into motion.
Mm-hmm.
So his plan is to lower the value of the pyrite. But Amadi owns pyrite. That's part of his business.
His new business. That was his new venture.
Yeah.
His venture is a fish, but he delved into. He caught wind of it, and he really went in.
I was saying, he owns it. Like he controls. Yeah. But so it's like basically he needs to find a way to lower the value of it, if it means he's gonna be owing some money.
Mm-hmm.
But he heard a conversation with a bunch of merchants during the party.
Yep.
Like all this, like gold value. And all this.
About the current value, and specifically they mentioned about the value of wheat.
Yep. So his plan is now meet Amadi in person.
Yep.
So they meet at a private bar, basically. It's quiet. They could drink.
He basically goes on a witch hunt for him. He goes to like 3 different bars, doesn't find him. Finally finds him in the last bar. It's the most quiet, secluded bar, basically, and finds him there.
Yep. So they're talking.
Yep.
Like, it's casual first, like.
Yep.
And Lawrence talks about how much Hollow means to him.
Yep.
But he's like, but I'm not here for that.
Yep.
I want basically a side wager or a duel, if you will.
Yep.
Involving the pyrite.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to sell it to you.
Yep. Why would you sell it to me when I'm the one trying to take your woman that supposedly means so much to you?
They hold on, like, no, I don't want cash. It's a credit.
Yeah.
So Amadi, he kind of picks up on it. Basically, this is where he says he wants to duel, basically.
Yeah. No, he wants to do two things. He picks up on Lawrence's plan, and then Lawrence divulges. There's been 3 times in my life that Holo has cried on my lap and on my shoulder.
Yeah, he was like rubbing it in. Like,
yeah, like it's quite cute when she gets like that. You know, she sometimes doesn't realize English, things of that nature, and that pisses Amadi off. Like, how dare you make my princess cry? You're on, motherfucker. I'm stealing, and he literally says this. I didn't want to take everything from you, but now I'm going to take everything from you. Okay.
I'm like, okay. All right. Then they shake hands. Gentlemen's agreement, basically.
Gentlemen's agreement. Hopefully it doesn't end up like Rollins and Priest.
Well, we're going to find out. This will go fine, right?
Yeah.
So totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on. Love is indivisible.
Wait, you kind of skipped over a point before we move on. Basically, he goes over to Mike. Was it
Mark?
He goes over to Mark. He asks him for help after this.
Yeah, he wants to basically collect the pyrite from.
Yeah, and he's like, "No, because you're going to jeopardize my business if I'm like contributing to the direct tanking." He's like, "Town merchants don't delve into random business ventures like that because they have a constant. Despite me not making a humongous profit, my sign is expensive. My word and my like bond is significant, and I don't want to jeopardize that for your scheme. No matter how much you're my friend, and no matter how much this girl means to you, I'm not going to jeopardize my livelihood for yours." Rightfully so. Lawrence apologizes, and he's like, by the way, he's like, have you talked to the alchemist? And she's like, what do you mean?
Right.
He's like, nobody deals with the alchemists. Nobody ever goes there because they're seen as like witches and devils. But what do alchemists have? What do they use for their primary source of alchemy? Materials, pyrite.
And she controls a shit ton of land. So
yeah. So the episode ends with Lawrence scurrying over to the outskirts.
The alchemist is right now. The alchemist is the only one that can basically help him.
In effect, yes.
In effect.
That was a big point you missed, Matt.
Well, got a lot to cover. But now, Indivisible. This focuses on the other girl.
I am team with Naori.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I am too.
Naori. Yep, team Naori.
Yeah, Rumi had a chance. She fucked up.
Yep, Rumi is an idiot.
Yep. Unless it's like, oh, I knew my sister liked you, so I'm just gonna let you have it. But why you gotta throw him around? Well, why'd you gotta date him first? Why'd you gotta do all that?
Yep.
But it is also nice to see that the Jinguji family and Shirosaki family do get along, especially the fathers talking about cars.
Yep.
What you call it? Naori wants to cut for June.
Yep.
So what does she do for him?
Hold on. Repeat that. Sorry, I was texting.
So, what does Naori do to help out June?
With what?
His depression, being dumped.
Oh, let's go see a movie.
Yep. And they dressed up too, also.
Yep, she did. She looked really pretty. Really, really pretty.
What was she like? Doc Brown? Like I know they cosplayed.
No, they didn't cosplay at all.
But they cosplayed.
No, they didn't cosplay. He dressed up normally, and she dressed up in a nice pink blouse, a black skirt, black thigh-high leggings, and some wedges.
All right, but basically, they go to the movie. Naori's a movie buff, so right there, like, all right, good. I can hang out with Naori more than Rumi.
Mm-hmm.
But hang out. They're talking. They had a nice time with the movie.
Yep.
And what'd you call it? What's his name again? June.
Yep.
Says, I gotta talk to you. I like you. You want to go out? You like Star Wars, I like Star Trek. It's not gonna work.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
And she laughs it off because like I've always wanted to use that.
Yeah.
Like, is that a yes? You fucking with me?
Like, what are we doing here?
It's like, oh, I guess a yes.
Yes. Don't you want to hug me?
Well,
I want to do more than that. Well, get on the bed. Like she says later on when they're in the room, get on the bed.
Yep.
The episode, by the way, ends with them like, we can skip ahead real quick since I made that joke. The episode ends with Naori looking at June in the bed. I was like, hey, let's kiss. And it ends with them like leaning in. But after that point, basically, we kind of get, before we get to that point, I should say, after everything is all said and done, Naori tells Rumi, like, hey, come to my room
going out
tonight. And yeah, it says like, yeah, we're going out, you know? And they're like, oh, congratulations. But now, of course, because Rumi is an idiot, the shoe is on the other foot, where the feelings that Naori had listening to her talk about June, now she like does it. But
now she's like, she's basically, I made a huge mistake.
Yeah. And so, you know, she talks about it, all the stuff with her friend, and it's just stupidity and weird now for her. Good job.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Good fucking job.
She did it to herself.
But the parents are with her, though. The parents are like, oh, why can't June just join our family? It may happen sooner than not. Right. It happens sooner than not.
I'm so glad the parents have that type of relationship. Like hanging out and all that. They're friends, they're good friends.
Hey, leave your son with our daughters. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. We can finally join houses.
Together and talk about Star Trek and Star Wars and cars. And the women can talk about womanly things.
Yes.
Like
there's no misogyny there whatsoever.
Oh my god. It's cute though.
I know, it is. All right, we got one more romance. Roshidere.
Interesting.
We had communism, then we had Alabama. We're going back to communism with someone else.
I'm going back to another country's commies.
Yes. But first, it's about Isla.
Yes, we talked about that.
Twins.
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues.
Just kidding. No, we talked about those already.
Oh yeah, Alicia. She was always that hard work and all this. She hates lazy students.
Yep.
Where basically, I'm stuck doing all the work. Why the fuck?
What Matt neglected to say is that we get Alia's backstory in this episode.
Yes.
As we see, basically her sister. She comes home from wherever she was at. The sister greets her. I forget Maria's name. Maria. Yeah, Maria. Yep. And basically, Alia divulges where she ends up liking what's it called? Mashka.
Yep. So is there also what's with you? He's like, oh, we're just friends. Like, oh,
sure.
That's how it starts.
And
so when did it start? And it was first backstory back in the motherland. Alicia.
No, it's not in the motherland. It was not in the motherland. It was in fucking middle school.
It's in the middle school of the mother. This is where she.
No, it first started in elementary school. It started with elementary school with Alia's like hate of like lazy people, where she stuck to.
That's what I said. That's in the motherland.
In the motherland.
Yes, the motherland.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a motherland. That's right. It wasn't a motherland because they're all talking Russian.
Yeah,
they're all sleeper agents somewhere in the world right now.
But now she moves to Japan because she hates lazy Russians, so she gets a lazy Japanese.
Yep, instead.
But also, I couldn't stand Masachika. There's just something about him, but it's a cultural festival. They got a project. They think she kept saying she was going to do everything herself. It's like, hold on, relax, take a break. You don't got to do everything.
Yep.
Like, nope, you guys suck. I got to do it. Why? I work hard. Why can't you guys take this seriously? If it was in the motherland, you'd be executed.
Yep.
And it's like, hold on. Let me make some call. Like, and basically, he got all the students' asses in gear.
Yep.
So they do this haunted house. It's going well. She's like, what the fuck? It's like, dude, like, we're having fun, basically.
Yep.
Like, it may not seem like we're getting the job done, but we are getting the job done. We do care. But what? Don't be a so uptight, basically.
Yep.
That was really the gist of it. And They're talking a bit. They talk about dancing, how she doesn't like to dance.
Nope.
But 3 kids came up to her, offering the dance, making her uncomfortable.
Yep.
Masachika,
Masaka.
Masaka.
You know what that means?
Like, hold up.
No way.
Oh, no.
Masaka.
Masaka.
Like, no way. Masaka.
Yes.
I
So
just
no way, Jose.
No way, Jose.
So no way, Jose there.
Lazy. Lazy J.
Grabs her, says, sorry, she's taken.
Yep.
They do the dance, and in her head's like, so this is where I go doki doki for this guy.
Yep, basically. He saved me from 3 men. He gets to call me my childhood nickname, Alia. And now I want to suck his dick.
Yep, so now I want to seduce him in Russian, even though he has no idea what I'm saying, even though he totally does.
Or does he?
Yes, but Maria is like, let me meet this guy.
And they do the next day. And
Yep.
a quick realization happens specifically for Maria.
Yep,
What is that, Matt?
He's heard that name, Masachika. That was the childhood friend
From all the flashbacks.
that she was speaking Russian to.
And he doesn't realize it quite yet.
Yep. So they hang out, know each other a bit.
Yep.
We get to the building. It was a library.
We go to a tea shop.
Tea shop.
Yes, because she's the treasurer. She's like, so basically the
Secretary, yeah.
Yeah, she's the secretary, and Alia's the treasurer, and the 2 Cujo twins are basically in the student council together. So the student council president sends Machka and Maria off to get tea for the room. So they go to a tea house, and Machka he loses himself in thought because he's really like he's looking at Maria and he's like, there's something familiar about her, and I don't know what it is. And then he starts thinking of Alia, and he continues to get like just lost in space. And Maria comes up, and Maria's like, you're thinking about something. You don't have to tell me what it is, but whatever it is, it's okay. Yoshi. And this puts Machka even in more thought. He's like, why does this feel so right? Why does it feel so homely? Like, this feels like comforting. And then quickly snaps back into reality when hot tea is basically on his back, and he freaks out, and they drop the tea, and a bunch of shenanigans in the episode.
No, this was nice. Nice episode.
It is. Now it's getting more convoluted, which is good.
Now we know since she's a childhood friend, she'll get rejected.
Hey, Steven and Johnny Rockstar.
Hello, Johnny Rockstar. How are you doing?
Hey, is that John Morrison's new name, Johnny Rockstar?
Probably. I believe it.
Probably. Anyway,
moving on. Nier Automata.
Boy, oh boy.
Holy!
Why wasn't season 1 like this? Holy shit!
Well, we had to finish the Adam and Eve story.
It's confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I want to skip to my thoughts real quick before we get to the actual episode.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the absolute shit out of Nier this season, but it's so confusing in terms of what is the real direction. I don't get that, and it's because I haven't played the game is why I don't get that. But it hits, but it's very random for me. And that's what I'll say about my feelings of the episode.
We got our confirmation. No humanity.
Dead.
Yep. The people in space.
They all died from COVID-48.
Yep. So basically, there's no humans. Anything up there is like basically recorded or anything.
Yep.
No aliens. So the machine life forms down there, they're on their own basically.
Yep.
And Yorha is on their own.
Yeah. So they're basically androids fighting for a desolate planet.
Yep. And basically the humanity,
quote unquote,
is basically we're basically going to end this.
Yep.
With a virus.
Wheatus.
That these machine life forms have that tamper the Yorha units.
Yep.
Except for 9S.
Yep.
Because he does not sync his data to the mainframe.
Because he notices something fishy about the mainframe.
Yep.
And didn't say anything.
Yep. So he's like, oh, I'll get to it. Doesn't come. So these machine life forms affect the Yorha units, and we find out more about 2B being 2E, the exterminator. She kills 9S every time.
That's the destiny.
Anytime he gets close to the truth, she has to kill him.
And he gets reset. And
yep, and basically, memories they're mostly there except for when he gets killed.
Yep.
So basically, and just to keep an eye on him.
Yep.
But 2B still likes
Or not
9S. Like what? Well, she's still technically 2B, but still like doesn't want to keep doing this to 9S. Basically, that's why she wants it to be over.
Yep.
The other Yohart units around here get infected. 3B kisses 2B to corrupt her with the virus.
But coincidentally, her virus isn't as deep as the other viruses.
Yep. So 9S was able to remedy that when he came to save her. But unfortunately, machine life forms and the Yohart units, there's too many of them ganging up. 2B and 9S to the point where they use their black boxes to basically self-destruct and go back on the ship.
Yep. But before they do all of that, they try to call command. Command is not answering. And they're like, fuck, did command get hit by the virus? So they blow up, they return back in their new bodies, they're on the ship, they go to command, and what do they find in command, Matt?
Just White, right? Just Commander White.
Just Commander White. Everything is blank. No one there.
And she doesn't know what's going on.
Nope. She's passed out.
And she's trying to find the operators.
Yep.
They're knocked out.
Where are the operators?
Sorry, they're up. They're up above.
Yes, the operators are like little creepy little spiders, and they go and fucking attack.
And it turns out 6-0 was controlling those operators to make the.
Yep.
Of course, 6-0.
Yep.
So 2B, 9S, Commander, basically the ship ain't safe anymore.
Nope, it's done.
So basically we have to evacuate.
Yep.
They see 6-0, Commander White kills her.
Yep.
And she's like very empathetic. She's sorry. They head to the escape pods. Commander White stops.
I can't go with you.
Yep. And it turns out she's also infected.
Because she asked, like, why aren't you two infected? And she's like, well, synchronization. We didn't sync the data. Yep. And 2B did, but we were able to neutralize the virus because it wasn't as deep as everybody else.
White's like, unfortunately, I've been doing that.
Red eyes.
Yep. But she could also, like, contain some of her self. So what she's doing is going down with the ship, basically.
Yep. She's like, let me act as your commander one more time.
And she tells them, the two of them, you're the last of the Yohart units. After this.
You're the last of humanity.
Yep. So they escape. Commander White goes down with the ship. So now it's just 2B, 9S, and A2.
Who we haven't gotten to yet this season.
Right, but she's not infected. She's not with them anymore, technically, so she won't get that virus.
Yeah, she's long since disconnected from the mainframe.
Yep. So those are the three left in all these machine life forms. Holy shit.
Including Yorhaz.
Yep. But it's just wow.
It's good. It's just I need, like, without having this discussion, I would be lost as fuck.
Yeah.
I would have to go dig through the forums, and that takes away points because of that.
Or just go to YouTube and watch a video to explain it.
Or watch, a spoiler video or something,
Yeah. But I'll say wait till it's done. Then whatever you miss, you can go, what the fuck did I miss? But moving on. Wistoria.
I love this fucking show.
I will let you take it. Just keep it under 10 minutes.
This is in my fucking top 5. If I were to make a top 5 today, Wistoria's in it. I'll tell you what. The episode starts off basically.
There's still no episode count for it either.
And there's no episode count, which is crazy.
So we don't know if it'll count for us.
It would be fucking nuts if it didn't. So anyway, so the episode starts off, we basically see Will, and when he's not in school and he's not doing like extracurricular shit for school, he works, and he works as a paper boy, and he's going around the papers, and he falls and trips on his ass, and he's because he's fucking Superman, he gets to pick all the papers except one. And as he picks up the paper, Kiki, do you love me? His cat, his familiar, is like, meow, look, and he reads it, And I laugh because I don't know if it's because he doesn't know magic or because that's the way the paper is at first until you like unfurl it. But it's like the picture, because it's one of those moving pictures like in Harry Potter, at first is like stick figures.
Right.
And then I don't know if Kiki did something, but then it turns into a real picture. And basically his childhood friend, the one that
Elfie,
he loves, Elfie, right? She has submitted a request to the school because for her research, she needs a bunch of like ice magical crystals or whatever the fuck, right? And he's like, fuck, Elfie needs me. And he goes off and he goes back home, returns home, he puts on all his gear, he asks his roommate for a magical item, and the magical item is given to him, and he goes into the dungeon. He knows exactly where he needs to go. Floor 4. This is where they all live. These ice magic people. He gets to the dungeon, and everybody and their mother is there, and they're killing all these people. And he sees the dick guy who he saved, Sion, I believe his name.
Which
I think
one?
it's the dick that he saved.
Was it Sion?
Yeah, I believe it's Sion.
Like, was she a redhead?
No, it's a dude. No, I'm not talking about the chick that she saved yet. I'm talking about the dude. The dude that he saved. The story.
But I'm saying, like, was it like a redheaded or?
It's Sion. Yeah, he's redheaded. It's Sion.
Okay, then it's Sion. Okay.
It's Sion. Yeah, it's Sion. So you see Sion blasts away motherfuckers. Like, wow, he's so strong. Then he's like, all right, well, this area is kind of fucked. Let's go deeper. And as he goes in deeper, he ends up finding 3 magical birds, and he fucking he kills the magical birds easy, and he saves a woman, a little girl, right? Not a little girl. The little girl, she's a 4th year. She's 14. Her name is Liana. And basically saves Liana, and they go deep. They end up talking for a little bit. And then as they go deeper, Kiki recognizes something going on, points it out to Will. Will points it out, and Liana's like, well, what's up? Right? And she's like, oh, normally when the monsters will travel, they travel and they leave like particles of dust, and the dust is normally like a quarter to a half inch. This is double that. So there's a giant monster ahead, and we're gonna go in and catch it. So we go in, and I forget the name of it. It's like ice something or another. So basically, the king daddy of them all, this Ice Rex, I think it's called Ice Rex or something like that, like whatever the fuck, Ice Rex. We'll call Ice Rex.
Frost Rex.
Frost Rex. You have frost monsters, and then you have the king daddy of them all, the Frost Rex. The Frost Rex, physical attacks don't do shit. You have to kill it with fire magic or explosive magic. Well, here comes Will. He does some cool ass shit. He takes over. The magical item that he happens to have is explosions. They're like little bombs. Explosion! And he ties it around. He does all his magical shit, but non-magical shit, I should say. And then he triggers the explosion from like the little grappling hook in his wrist that he had. Boom! Blows up the Ice Rex. And he gets the core. It's a fat, giant core. And meanwhile, we see, it's interesting. What's her face that we just mentioned? Liana. She's like, wow. And then she switches like that. And she's like, he's an interesting character. I wonder how I'm going to report him. Right? So they take it back. She switches back to her personality. Yay, she's all happy and shit. And I did skip over the part where his crush, what's her face? Colette was like basically talking about him. And they were talking about how Elfie is like one of the most magical mages of all time ever, point blank period. I skipped over that. It's not really consequential. But Liana does report to a certain someone. She reports as a spy, in essence, to the Magia Venda, or whatever the fuck they're called, right?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Probably is that.
It doesn't say.
Yeah,
but they're basically the Magia Venda. And they asked, like, oh, have you found anybody useful for us that'll help us in the Great War? Because basically there's a part in the episode where they talk about what the old scriptures say. Right now, their kingdom is under a giant veil, a giant shield, in essence. And the day the shield goes down is basically the end of their humanity. And they are thinking that it's going to happen imminently, and they need the best mages and assets that they can get in order to defend the homeland against them and restore the shield. And so Liana basically says, yeah, I found one person of interest. He doesn't use magic. And half of the Magia vendors are dicks.
Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, like, how dare you insinuate? But get the fuck away from me, you fucking fuck. Like, they were like pissed. Half of them are pissed. The main head of it, he's not that bad. And Elfie is in the far corner as like one of the youngest Magia Vendas, and she says nothing, right? Meanwhile, one of the other guys, which by the way, he reminded me the lightning guy that was like, oh, he sounds interesting. Bring him in, right?
Bring him to me.
He reminded me of the dude from that show that was on High Dive.
Oh no, try to think. Did we both watch it?
About, huh? Yeah, we both watched it. Or no, we didn't. Yeah, we did. Ragnar Crimson.
I didn't watch Ragnar Crimson.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, well, he reminded me of the electric guy that was like the main boss.
Oh, okay.
But in any case, he's like, interesting. But then he mentions in particular, he's like, well, it doesn't matter anyway because they're going to have a tournament soon. The school's going to have a tournament. And he says the cream basically says, in essence, the cream always rises to the top. We'll find who we think is useful using that. And they all dissipate except for Elfie. And Elfie sits there. And Liana's like, oh, that boy you told me about. He really is something special, huh? And Elfie opens her eyes and she smiles and she just with heartfelt affection is like, Will, I'll be waiting for you up here.
Yeah. You can clap me. Yeah, exactly.
Put your short in my seat.
Exactly. There you go. We'll instead of being out of focus, we'll be in focus with the Twilight.
Oh yeah, he'll be in focus, all right.
All right, let's.
I love this show. I really fucking love this show.
It is fun. It is fun.
So, if you were to compare it, let me ask you before we move on, right? Because you've seen all of Mashal, you love Mashal, right? How does it compare to Mashal?
No, not really, because one's a gag, one's an actual serious thing.
Okay,
I really can't.
And how do you compare it to Black Clover?
Well, that's hard because Black Clover has like 200 fucking episodes.
I mean, like early on, I feel this is much better than Black Clover. At this stage, 3 episodes in,
I can't go that far.
Really?
No.
He's not as annoying. Mada!
It's better than Spellblades.
Oh, it is. I'll agree.
Yeah.
I'll agree. It's better than Spellblades.
Because right now with Spellblades, and that's kind of like a similar setting. So yeah, I'm judging it by that.
That's fair.
But this is what I should have gotten from fucking Spellblades. Like with the samurai girl, make her the one with the no magic.
In essence, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, like develop that. But we'll get there one. But there's no Wistoria next week due to the Olympics.
Yes,
a couple of delays. So
yes, Wistoria is delayed, and
My Hero and our main event.
Yes.
But we got 4 more. Moving on. Nokotan. Shika.
Shika.
But Koshi goes to the clubhouse and there's a deer.
Yep.
Regular deer.
Yep.
Not Shika. But fucking Koshi thinks it's a regular deer. Like they think trying to fix it's a Shika.
Yeah.
Trying to get it out. Fucking like humping it to the point. Say to the disguise. Gets back kicked.
Yep. Tries to fuck it.
Yep. And nope, none of it's working. This deer's pissed off. Even makes those weird deer noises when it's a threat. So Koshi's trying to figure out, Shika hates bottled water. So I put a circle of bottled water, giant jugs of water. You can't escape until you get your real form. Kick.
Bitch. Kick.
Yep. So they I have my diary with me with all my disturbing stuff.
Yep.
I could read some of it. Oh, I have a song in here.
Only if you turn into human form, though. Okay.
But I was like, you know what? I'll give you a little taste. And when you transform, I'll give you the full thing. And former declare, Koshita.
Yeah, I got it. Koshita. She's so amazing.
This brings herself. She does the Spider-Man free dance to emo Peter Parker.
Yes.
And this deer just staring at it like, what the fuck? And fucking Koshi punched the deer. Like, what the fuck? Why are you punching the deer?
Deer abuse.
Like, this is not part of the deer club. What the fuck?
We
It's
must
like,
protect
what?
the deer.
And Coach is talking to us like, oh, free minutes? Oh, I can do that. Oh, why not? Sure.
Why not?
He was like, if you turn right now, I'll give the full song. And she hears, like, wow, I want to hear that song now.
Yeah.
It's Chica behind her.
Chica.
Yeah, basically. And so she talks to this deer. Like,
She does.
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, yeah. He left. He ran away from the zoo.
Nani?
Yep. Like, so that wasn't you. Like, nope. Like, different horns. Like, no.
Yep.
And he's going to go back now.
Bye.
Yep. So she, of course, Koshitown got embarrassed once again.
Yep.
Part 2. We get our new character.
Yes.
Bashime.
Is she a deer?
No.
She's just stupid.
She wants to be a deer, yes.
She's just stupid. Okay.
But look forward to episode 10.
Yes, according to this show.
Yeah. But Bashime, like, crying in the face, like sleeping. First she was crying.
She drooled. At first she's in a puddle of drool, and then
puddle of drool because she's sleeping.
Yeah.
She's like looking at Coach. She's like, "Oh, I followed you. I worshipped you. I want to be your kohai." And Coach, she's like, "Oh, thank you." Like, not you. The deer. She's like, "I want to be." And it's like she's just not listening. Just there's butterflies all around. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I love it. It's like, oh, you're free. You're free now. We're not stuck in a parallel loop where it's just the same year and over again.
That is true.
Like, yeah,
that is true. Yep. Points for that.
So, we got the origin story. Bashime and Shikanoko. Bashime didn't eat. She couldn't. She thought she was going to die of starvation.
I want to know why.
Like, does she not get fed at home?
I like is a typical thing. Like I live by myself,
or is it just she needs to eat every half hour but doesn't gain weight, like that girl from America?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So Chica gives her deer crackers for the hunger.
Yes.
Those stale, flaky, disgusting deer crackers.
Yes.
So wants to learn to be a deer, and then she goes like, "Well, this is our owner, Koshitan. She has to let her take care of you. Beg her to take care of you."
Yep.
But
there's someone else in the class, Matt.
Yeah, Anko, the sister.
She's officially a freshman.
Yeah, as I get to be my sister 24/7. She opens the door to the deer club, and she sees Bashime on top of Toriko, saying, "You take good care of me," and all this. And just already gets the kunai out. Like, who is this fucking?
Yep. I'm ready to cut a bitch.
Yep. And now she's joined the club. They need funds. They need activities.
Yep.
So I need ideas. Shika, what's yours? Bathe in deer crackers.
Anything else?
Bashime, make a rice field.
You're supposed to say, nope, I got nothing.
Yep. Like, nope, I had nothing. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted from Deer Club. Bathe in deer crackers.
Yep.
My unlimited supply of deer crackers. Bashime, make a rice field. Make rice all the time. And I was like, oh, it'll be important in episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Anko's is just, oh, I just want to support my own niche.
Yep.
Forever. Make out. Cut me. What?
Yep.
Brand me. But anyway. So Koshita has a plan. What's her plan?
Kill herself.
Yes. Basically. But now the compromise with Shika and Bashime is just brush us. Take care of the deer. And then fucking Anko is just like, why can't you do that to me?
I don't know why. I get annoyed when I see Shika get fucking brushed. It's just like, oing,
Yep.
oing. I don't find funny. I find it annoying.
Yeah. It's not as funny as compared to everyone else. That's probably the weakest thing.
Agreed.
But we get 3 people looking out the window.
Yes.
So this is the Deer Club. end
Dun
episode.
dun dun.
So, yeah, there are probably other animals. Like one's a cat, one's a tanuki, where's the fuck? There are probably some animals.
Chica, Chica.
Okay. I like the little transition. Chica with the park and everything.
Yeah, with the parks, and they're just like chilling, like, oh, deer on the beach, deer in the park, deer at the fucking store,
Yep.
deer on the road. It's fucking great. You gotta learn how to do the dance.
I gotta watch it a few times. Yeah.
So I've got it. Chica noko 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 gosh dan dan.
Oh, the OP dance. Oh, I thought you were talking about.
No, all she does is this. All she does is take a fucking rolled up thing of paper and.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that.
No, she takes a rolled up thing of paper and it's just like.
I gotta do that. I gotta shake the hips. I gotta do this. I gotta do that, baby.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I'll say Koshita.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It was a horrible song. It was a horrendous. It almost made my
like, what the fuck is going on?
For real. People on for real. Dirt Sheet Radio is like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys?
Where's the wrestling?
I want to talk about NXT. Talk about Lola Vice's ass.
But we got 3 more. Oshinoko.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, this is decent. Aqua has a respect for stage plays.
Yes.
After just bad mouthing it, like this is nothing special. Like no, like the root, like the scene, it's spinning, it's like a 360-degree angle. You see it from all sides.
It's a high tier production play. That's why.
So that's gonna be my new goal next time I go back to Japan. See a stage play there like that.
That'd be wicked.
Yeah, so I just gotta find them.
Gambare.
But what you call Aqua, Akane, and what's that producer's name?
I think it's Mao. Funny enough, I think it is called. I think his name is Mao.
Let me find him. She's like not on the casting for some reason.
She go.
Raida.
Oh, Raida. Yeah, Raida's the other. Yeah. Go is the stage writer that actually wrote the same play.
I was talking about the producer. Yeah. So Raida is like talking to them and basically wants Aqua's thoughts on how's it gonna go after like seeing this, and he says, she's Abiko is gonna fail.
Yep.
She doesn't know how a stage play works. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, the writer, he also wrote this play. He also wrote this stage play.
Yep.
So yeah, Aqua's like, yeah, if we're gonna do it her way to a T, yeah, we're probably gonna be demoted to a high school play at this point. But before that, though, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Ruby needs work. After that big gig, after that one gig in season 1.
Yep.
She wants to brag to her classmates. So Minami and what the fucking name is.
Yep.
So Memcho, Kana, Ruby, they basically they find work because Kana is out of job for now till production gets on track again for the play.
Yep.
So that happens. Okay. They go to Yoriko's house. Because maybe if she can talk to Abiko, she might make her snap out of it.
Yep.
They get there. She's the only one that could drink.
Yep.
Yeah, she has time because she's a monthly manga, unlike Abiko, who is weekly, and Jesus Christ, we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Basically asking, hey, are you able to talk to her? And she's kind of like, well, I kind of can't. Like, she's dead set on this. Like, she's stubborn.
Very. Tsundere to the fucking max.
Because, okay, well, if that's the case, can you at least give her this?
Okay.
We'll well, she goes there. Abiko says, just come in. Room's a mess. And she is dead tired. Working. She's doing her manga hand draw, like not the digital thing. Like paper, the ruler to make sure it's even.
Yeah.
Has it like hanging up.
You need an assistant.
And they nope, every time she's basically Miyazaki. Every time she is harsh on an assistant, they leave. Or she just gets rid of them.
Yep. Because they're not good.
And so she helps her out. What you call it?
And then Yoriko, they proceed to insult each other the rest of the episode.
Yeah, Yoriko helps her out, like doing the background stuff. Say, the whole weekly manga thing, the monthly thing. Oh, like how could you let them ruin the thing I admired.
Yeah.
And it's like
She went in. They both went in on each other. And
they
literally,
both went at
like,
each other.
she literally
like-
made her fucking just cry. She's in the middle of drawing this epic scene.
Yeah,
Fucking bawling.
and she's telling Abiko, like, you suck. Your stories suck because you kept being a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And you hate yourself so much that you push others away.
Just going in.
Yeah. Also, we find out why mangas keep on going because the editors want them to keep going, no matter how exhausted. You basically have to beg and plead for it to end.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're gonna keep doing it.
One Piece.
It won't stop. Well, Endo loves it, but it's like it will not stop until you basically beg, cry, plead.
Or kill yourself.
Yeah, basically. Jesus Christ. Or the sickness overworking kills you.
Hunter x Hunter.
Akira with the
By the way,
brain.
I saw, speaking of random Hunter x Hunter, I didn't see this in the news, so it doesn't really count, but I saw a little blip that said the manga was coming back September 4th.
Yeah, they'll release a new volume, I think October.
This is September 4th, so I don't know how real it is.
Either way. But it's gonna be in the fall, and then he's gonna take another year off.
Those fucking ulcers, bro.
I know.
And diverticulitis. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know where it came from. The editors.
But Abiko, she passes out finally.
Yep, it's sunrise. They worked all through the night. And that was her third day of no sleep. She already worked 2 days without sleep.
Yeah, and she's already a day late.
And she's a day late. And they ask her, don't you sleep? And she's like, I sleep about 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Nani?
Yeah, she works from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m.
Crazy.
Yep. But she gives her the thing, and it's basically a ticket for the stage play to see it for herself.
Yep.
Episode there, so hopefully she learns something in that. But moving on, our co-main, My Hero Academia.
I didn't expect this.
Yes.
Did not expect a couple things from this show.
Yeah. Because Bash got upset at the ending. I was just in the corner snickering. Like,
he's not really.
I'm gonna say I hate how it happens.
Mm.
That's what kind of like, okay, I'm tuned out for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, Bakugo fucking jobbed to Shigaraki in the
Oh yeah.
broken arm.
2013 Joe Hendry.
Yep, did not believe in Joe Hendry.
Nope.
Basically tossed him aside like garbage.
Yep.
Bakugo mentally is like giving up because he wants to cast at the Deku, but he came and beat Shigaraki.
Yeah, he just breaks down. He's crying, but he's talking to himself at the same time, and no one notices. I noticed it the second go around. There's little flickers of like popping around him.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that.
I did notice that. Yeah,
I noticed it the second time around, not the first time.
And they explain why in a bit. But
yes,
Genus goes up to him, as hey, like,
let me fix your arm because your arm is already fucking smashed to shit.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna sew your arm straight.
And then he sees him cry, and it's like, you don't have to fight anymore. Like,
he's done. Yeah, he's done. You're mentally broken.
We'll manage that because basically he was like their only option of the hold it off till Deku shows up.
Because he had the most firepower out of everybody.
Yeah, and he's the only one that got close.
And he's just mentally broken.
Yeah.
Done.
But so it's up to class 3. So Tamaki, Nejire,
and the returning what's it called? Lemillion.
Yep. Yeah, Lemillion, Sun Eater, and what's Nejire's?
I don't fucking know.
Don't think she has one. Yeah, it's just Nejire.
No, I think she does.
Or Yue? No.
I don't know. Let me look. It's probably gonna just say it's not gonna tell me her hero name. If I click on
Nejire, Sun Eater, Lemillion, they gang up. Lemillion Gashi got close to Shigaraki.
He can use some of his powers.
Yeah. Well, no, he got his quirk back.
Did he get the quirk back? I didn't remember.
Yeah, last season he got a quirk back.
Oh yeah.
Because she used her reverse thing to get into before he got shot.
Yeah.
So, you know who else she could do it for, but doesn't, but could have. Fucking could have a while, but anyway. That's for another time. But yeah, Lemillion like talks like, "Hey, didn't you have any friends in all this?"
Friends?
And Shigaraki yelled at him.
Yes.
Like he actually did.
And this is actually the first time where we actually see that what's it called? That All for One has transferred bodies directly into Shigaraki. So Shigaraki, in effect, is no longer Shigaraki. He's All for One. But because Lemillion baits Shigaraki into saying those things, you see All for One with his inner dialogue saying, like, I thought I completely overrode Tomura. What's going on? And he missed the piece, that internal strife that he had, that internal trauma that was built underneath the hands.
Yep.
Is his childhood trauma. And he's like, I'll get to this later. Basically, I'll override it just later.
Yeah. And yeah, you got that little human part of Shigaraki for moments.
Yeah. He's like, and we see after that distraction, Bakugo comes back.
I'll say Sun Eater was trying to fight him off too, but that.
Yeah, oh yeah, Sun Eater, that's right.
Yeah.
So Lemillion distracts them.
Actually confident in himself finally.
Yes, he's found
and he does this plasma, different animals.
Special beam cannon!
Yeah, does this, destroys most of the arms.
Yep.
They come back.
Yep. Motherfucker, who do you think? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And then this is when Bakugo. He activated Ultra Instinct essentially.
Basically.
Yeah,
and no, honestly, you know what he activated, bro? He activated Naruto fucking Ninetales Baron mode. Y'all know what that means. For those who know about Baron mode, y'all know what that means.
Yeah, and he got a couple of good hits on Shigaraki.
He can duck. He knows exactly his patterns.
Yeah, and you see the fins again, the little bubble, the little popping.
Yeah.
As an explanation more of his quirk.
Yeah, they said basically like his quirk is to store up the sweat in his palms, and that's how he releases stuff. With that ultimate move he did, his body was so sweaty, so overheated that he couldn't escape directly out of his palms.
Yeah.
So it had to escape elsewhere. So it ended up escaping directly from all of his sweat across his body. Yeah. So because of that, he's basically like a ticking explosion. He's just that fast. Like if he goes and he just pew, it's explosion. When he fucking does any move, giant explosions, because it's just all of his like energy propelling. But the key to that is it's all of his energy, all of his remaining energy.
Right.
Literally.
Basically. And he's doing this. They're about to hit each other. We get a flash. It's like a stand up. You stand proud. You were strong.
Yes.
Essentially.
He's talking All Might.
Yeah, like the spirit of All Might from One for All.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
I thought, before you continue, I really thought when I saw that spirit of One for All, I really thought they were going to bring that movie canon. The last movie where he gets One for All.
That, I really wish that was canon for like the final boss.
It's not.
It's not. If it was, that would have been excellent, but it's not.
That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, like they didn't do that for the movie. I would say they did it for that, not the movie. That would be excellent, but
yeah.
But in any case, yeah, he was like, we see him like, you know, like acting like a fan, just like, you know, I never got the chance to ask you. You know, I've been hanging out with you like at school and all this. Like, I've always wanted your autograph.
And you see basically Shigaraki has
it's rated.
Yeah, Shigaraki had fucking like just knocked the stuffing out of fucking Bakugo, and we see what's his face, Genis run up to Bakugo to try and get him, and he realizes Bakugo's not breathing.
He got stabbed in the heart.
Bakugo is
dead,
and
it was sad when you see Bakugo's mother is like, oh man, he hates rain. Like, hope he's on
because
rain.
Basically all this crazy action across, like with the fire, the ice, all these powers are fucking up the atmosphere so bad it's making severe thunderstorms across Japan.
Yeah.
And that's when Bakugo's mom was like, he hates rain, and it starts raining on the coffin. And it's very poetic that Shigaraki had mentioned in one of the episodes, like, you guys built this coffin.
Well, he mentioned he mentioned in this one.
Yeah, he's like,
this is a coffin for me, but look at you.
It's really a coffin for you guys.
Yeah.
And you see dead Bakugo.
Yep. And his card is destroyed.
Yep. Fucking nuts. I
Yep.
did not expect that at all.
And now that's a week off.
And now that's a week off too. Son of a bitch.
But let's get to our main event. Shoshimin.
It's our main event because it's gonna pick
It took
up.
a dark turn.
It did.
And there's a lesson here.
Don't
Do not
fuck up
fuck with Osani's bike or
and
her cake. or her cake.
Special spring edition cake.
So she's turned into John Wick, essentially.
Bro, she's literally turned into fucking Liam Neeson. I will find you.
Look, it was a special tart once ever, not made till probably next year.
Yep, spring edition.
And the guy just fucking yeeted it.
Fuck your cakes.
But Ozani is stress eating again, so she invites him to basically meet at this bakery type of thing. So she eats all the cake.
Yep, all of it.
All the cake.
All the cake.
And she talks about how she got distracted in class because she heard a noise.
A vase break in a locker.
Yep. But she didn't know that.
Yeah.
She thought like it was in her head or something. And then Kabato was like, that's a normal reaction. If you're going to hear a loud noise out of nowhere, you're going to turn like, where is it coming from?
It looked like Kobato's the one who set that up in the class. That's what it looked like?
I think he set it up in his classroom to test it. I think he did that to see if it was like that similar type of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it did break. And he explained it to her.
And he's looking around to try and find why this was set up. And it's a biology test. And so a natural reaction is to turn around. You're not allowed to turn around any other time. But when there's a loud bang, everybody's going to turn around. The teacher can't say anything because the entire class did because of a reaction.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It was during testing.
It was during a test, yeah. And then when you turn around, he looked at the desk, and there was a laminate, little sticker, and it had answers to the test. So whoever set that up did it so they could cheat.
Yep.
Which is ingenious. That is ingenious.
I was like, well, fuck. You probably can't get away with that now, but...
No.
But, so they're walking home, cleared it up, and what do they see during this walk home?
The guy who stole the bike.
Yep.
And the bike.
So, start chasing after him.
Can't catch up to him.
Yep. And they're like, well, fuck. She's pissed. She's upset.
She gets even more pissed because the next day she gets called into the student council's office again.
Yep.
The principal's office, sorry.
Yep. And Kabato's there. Basically, you okay?
They found my bike.
It's busted.
It got ran over by a car.
And in his head is like, that's probably not what happened.
So they go to the scene of the crime.
Yep.
Find the bike. It's all fucked up.
Yep. Chain snapped when he was riding away from them.
Basically what Kabato has deduced. They don't know, but they deduced two things. They deduced the chain snap as he was riding up a hill. And he was riding up this hill because of the fact that there's a motorcycle school nearby. And if you remember back, all of his friends were on motorcycles except for him. So he's in motorcycle school to try and learn how to ride a motorcycle so he can get a motorcycle and not depend on the bike. And so that's why he was late. He must have missed the bus because there's a free bus as they see a bus going to the school. There's a free bus that takes you to the school and back. He missed the bus. He did all that. He got pissed off, so he kicked the fucking bike and he dented like one of the rims on the bike and then just left it there, tossed it there as he fucking ran off to try and make it to class.
But what's Osani gonna do now?
Revenge.
Yep. Kabato does not like this.
They fucked with my cake.
Yep.
I'm going to fuck with them.
Do not fuck with the tarts.
I'm going to and she's like, yeah, like you said, Kobato's not again. He's like, no, nothing's gonna get solved through revenge. And she hits him with such amazing logic. She hits him, listen, we want to be ordinary? Yeah. What do ordinary people do to stay ordinary? He's like, I don't know. He's like, they do whatever they have to do to ensure that they can stay ordinary and their life remains ordinary.
Yep.
The key to that, though, is they'll do whatever is necessary to ensure their life is ordinary.
Mm-hmm. So,
And keep in mind, I'm going to minimize us for about 2 seconds. I'm going to remove both of us for 2 seconds. If you look at the background, right, of us, for the people that are watching on YouTube, it's red, it's dark, it is, and her tone and demeanor is bad.
mhm,
It is bad.
very bad. But in any case, Kabato talks to Dojima.
Yep.
Needs some help because he cannot figure out what Asani's thinking or how to stop it.
And fears that she's in danger because realistically, they're going up against a gang.
Yep. So Dojima's like, "Don't you have the answers?" And Kabato actually says, "Like, no, I don't."
I don't want to have the answers specifically. Yeah. He's like, every time he's like, I've been doing, he basically goes on a rant. He goes on a large, like, emotional rant to Kengo. And he's like, I've always had the answer since elementary school. And rather than be praised because of the fact that I can solve the truth and I can be beneficial to people that are having issues, I get chastised and I get made fun of and I'm secluded because of it. I don't want to do this anymore. That's why I'm asking for your help.
Yeah, like it's actually affecting him. Like you actually see, like he's just tired of it.
Yeah. He's tired of like
he's trying
gift.
So hard, but
it is a gift. Yeah, it's a gift, and he wants to do the right thing with his gift, and to no avail.
Like, he wants to have a life. He wants to be a kid.
Yeah, he wants to be normal.
But everything is just not letting him. And now his friend.
Isn't that some sort of like mental thing, like some sort of OCD, where like you can like you see something and then you obsess over finding the truth?
I don't know if it's an OCD, but I think it's definitely a mental thing.
Some sort of paranoia, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It could be some trauma that he's had.
Clearly. And that's why he's acting this way. We just don't know what it is. There's obviously a specific event that happened where he solved the mystery and it was to someone's severe detriment. We just don't know what it is.
But after talking to him, he kind of has an idea.
Yep.
But we won't know for 2 weeks because it's also delayed.
Unfortunately, before the episode ends, he tries to make a bet, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call Osanai in front of Kengo. If she answers, I'm gonna plead with her. If I win, we're good. If we don't, you win, and you're good." Yeah. And she doesn't answer.
Basically, I help you. If she doesn't answer, type of thing. Like I'll answer. I'll humor you, basically.
Yeah.
But if she answers, I don't get involved. But she didn't answer.
Yeah. Right.
But now Ken was just too curious. Like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always the show is definitely fascinating. I do want to learn more about it.
This is the closest thing I think to a thriller we have.
Oh no! Out of everything we have, mystery wise, it's this. There's really no more mystery in Nier right now because it was most of the humanity.
Yeah.
But trying to figure out what else would be a mystery. There's no mystery no Shinoko because it's just a play.
Yeah. It could count for thriller though because we do mystery / thriller.
It is a thriller. Yeah.
So it counts for thriller. This counts for thriller.
I really don't have anything else. What
is Nier thriller?
Maybe suspenseful of how it depends on how they do it.
Tower of God.
Tower of God's a mystery.
Atri.
Drama, sci-fi, romance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the leading contender, basically. This is Tower of God.
Yeah, but I'm definitely leaning more towards those.
Agreed.
But closing thoughts before we close up the cafe.
Dude, this is a great season. I'm enjoying this season through the first 3 weeks, way more than I did in spring. And I think I mentioned this in the chat, and you were like, "Nah, I think I like spring better." Or was it Starman that said that? They like spring. I don't
know, but this is a balanced season.
This is very balanced. There's neither of us has anything we're gonna drop. All of us are enjoying basically everything it is at minimum for what it's worth, or they're exceeding our expectations.
Yeah.
Like it's great.
Like they've been, and stuff that has been like just okay. It's still passable. Like you want to know what's next.
Yeah, there's nothing that's a disappointment so far. Nothing. Not even anything I could remotely think of that's a disappointment.
Right. But with that, guys, the cafe is closed. You can follow me on Twitter at DamonPhoenix12. Follow him at Showstopper24. My Instagram, visit Evergarden Cosplay. His is Anime Daisuke24. We have a link tree for wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, whether it be the Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. You can listen to on YouTube or watch on YouTube. We are on the W2 Network and Dershi Radio YouTube channel, so follow Dershi Radio or W2 Network on YouTube if you want to see
And
the
Twitch.
and also W2 Network's Twitch. Follow our Twitter at Otaku Cafe Anime as well.
Yep.
We have a Facebook page called Otaku Cafe. We have a Facebook group called Eat the Cake Anime.
We have an Instagram for Otaku Cafe.
Yeah, we also have an Instagram for Otaku Cafe there. We want to thank Sean, who is our editor, and we want to thank Chair Shot Radio, W10 Network, and Dirty Radio for hosting us on their platform. So follow them at Chair Shot Media, at W10 Network, and at Dirty Radio. Until then, guys, we'll see you next week. Again, some delays, but we got Misfit Demon King Academy finale finally.
Yes,
Get it over with. We'll probably start with that.
Yes.
But we will see you guys next Tuesday. Oh, yes, for me, and good night.
Goodbye, Sekai.
Bye-bye.
When the sun goes to sleep, I find myself in a heap because it hurts so much to be away from you. It makes my day when I get a text from you. But still I say goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I see your face. But hey, it's fine. I know everybody needs a little space. There's no one to blame. Goodbye again. Let's hope this isn't the last time that I hear your voice. But it's your choice. I can't keep you here forever. Just promise me that you'll come back.